makes the difference. Quality coatings applied with pride.
Performance painting.
Daytona always brings the drama.
Everything's on the line. The risk will be higher.
3 wide.
Look how insane this is.
Gunning to keep playoff hopes alive. It's now or never.
It's the most stressful night of racing that you'll ever go through.
For an unforgettable weekend of family fun, high wattage star power, and a front row seat full of fireworks. NASCAR weekend at Daytona International Speedway, August 23rd and 24th. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Coogan Nation. Time to rise and shine and start your day with Duval Sports Media Big Steppers. Dan Hicken. You know it! Jeff Prosser.
It's a big deal.
Gosh, it sure is a big deal.
And E to the T.
E.T. is in the booth.
Rise and shine. Coogan's Go Time on a Tuesday morning. Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. There's a winner for you. Over 100 years. Downtown, 2nd and Main, online at WilliamCatlin.com. Truck guy here. Got Catlin all over it. I guess I'm late to this party. Didn't sleep well, got up a little extra early. Good morning, Gibby. Good to have you back. You feeling okay?
Yeah, doing better.
All right,
doing
good.
much better.
Nice.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. So, yeah, I had one of those nights. Y'all have them, right? I didn't sleep great. I got up extra early. I mean, ungodly early. I'm not even going to say. Like, just stupid early. Like, so early, it's not even early. It's really late last night. One of those. So I decide, hey, don't waste all this day the good Lord has given us, and let's go out for a little road work, a little circuit training. So anyway, a 30-minute walk run kind of deal, right? Gosh, it's soupy out there, swampy. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. It's brutal. Maybe earlier than 4. But I'm walking back, and I'm just gazing around now, just looking up at the dark sky. It's clear night. It's beautiful, and then I see it. Now I don't know about you. I've never been a stargazer. I suppose people see, quote, shooting stars all the time. Right? Or have you seen a number? You ever seen a shooting star, Gibby?
Yeah, it's been a while. But
By
yeah.
accident, maybe?
Yeah,
Is that usually how it happens? Yeah.
It was.
Well, apparently, we got some sort of meteor shower that's been going on for a couple of weeks. I did the research because I didn't see pew. I saw like pew. And then like a second later, I see a pew. And suddenly I'm watching Star Wars, man. Not quite that dramatic, but 3 or 4 flashes in 4 or 5 minutes, which is like, I don't know. That's about 3 more than I can ever recall having seen. I'm with you. I think maybe just kind of off in the distance by accident every now you'll catch one. But apparently this is those of you out there probably, again, I'm probably late to this party, but feel like I've woken up to some sort of natural phenomenon. So that's terrific. I've got that going for me. Got to jump into Jagstown. We got the Bucks coming to town this week, and if you've seen video from other inter-squad workouts around the league, it can get testy. It's understandable. You probably have wanted to get testy with your own guys, but just out of family and camaraderie, you try and keep a lid on your inter-squad squabbles as best you can over the course of these dog days of training camp. And you 6 o'clockers know how hot it is out there. Y'all getting up and going today, odds are you're going to spend some time outdoors today. Many of you at least. It's hot, man. It's hot. It's hot if you're, recreating, man. Go golf this morning from 9 to 11:30 when these boys are practicing. Right? So, yeah, tempers, I imagine, you're just, oh, man, I can't get to the season fast enough. Dog, it is hot, man. Coach, it's hot. And now, with the virtue of another team's logo on the other side of the line of scrimmage, I imagine the physicality ramps up just a little bit, and then, as such, so do the tempers. So where's Doug Peterson stand on this?
I haven't talked to the team yet. I will these next couple of days, but obviously that's not tolerated. Todd and I, we both obviously respect the game and how we practice against each other, and I know, that he and I will talk, but at the same time, I understand that you do these with guys that and teams that are respected and they're gonna play hard, practice hard, and we've had great success with them, ourselves the last couple of years. So, I definitely won't tolerate it with our guys.
He has now had the chance, Doug Peterson and crew, to really break down that game tape from Saturday night. So yesterday's press conference is an interesting one. I want to save a little more time in the next segment. And there are 5 or 6 things here are interesting to get his opinion on, from personnel matters to rules changes to the practices with the Bucs. They'll host the Bucs this weekend in the preseason game, which I would imagine we wouldn't see many frontline players. And then the preseason ends in Atlanta the following week, and, away we go. And it's a season of, gosh, it's like it feels like a preseason of exciting unknown. And if the unknown includes pretty high ceiling, things go great. You wouldn't look like a fool to come up with a scenario where the Jags win 12, 13 games. Now, the breaks have to go their way. Got to win the close games, avoid the turnovers, make the late game plays. You know the whole deal. But just to have that as, a potential ceiling, let's see some continued evolving from some of these young receivers, get this team as healthy as possible. But you'll hear a lot more from Doug Peterson coming up this hour. Also, Travis Etienne on his expanding role, it feels like, with the Jaguars. In fact, he was asked just point blank, can you become one of, if not the best top receiving running back in the league? We'll hear what Etienne has to say. Spoiler alert, he does include the fact that he doesn't think any linebacker can cover him. Well, that's a good start. Jarian Jones has opened some eyes in training camp, so we'll hear from the former Seminole. And much more Jag talk. Workouts with the Bucs tomorrow. Billy Napier met the media yesterday. That clock ticking toward the Aug 31st opener. What an important game between Florida and Miami and the 2 head coach. It's amazing the difference in how these programs are positioned and postured, considering they've really been the exact same team since each coach took over. Miami and Florida's seasons have almost been exact duplicates. Now, the Canes, I believe, went 6-6 and then lost the ball to go 6-7 last year, while Florida was 5-7 and lost didn't get a bowl opportunity. The year before, I'm pretty sure they both were 6-7, 6-6 with a loss or something to that effect. Yet, there seems to be no pressure on Cristobal, who, by the way, has a 10-year, $80 million contract, I think. There's no pressure. There's nothing but positive reports. They've added what many feel like are important parts to the transfer portal. And so for 2 programs, each who have struggled to reclaim a foot when it comes to talk of national dominance, 2 programs who went out and got head coaches at the same time 2 years ago, 2 programs who in those 2 years have basically produced the same results. I mean, almost exactly the same on the field for Miami and Florida. Yet here, going into year 3, the narrative around Miami seems to be a lot different than the one around Florida. Now, a lot of what if Florida had like Missouri's schedule this year, it'd be a lot different feel right now. The talk would be different. The ceiling would be different. But they don't. They have a schedule whose last 5 games are Texas and Ole Miss and LSU and FSU and Georgia. To wit, Top 25 came out yesterday. That's exciting. Well, this isn't a story about where Florida may be. I mean, we know that answer. Those last 5 games I gave you, we've already given the coaches poll. There's a lot of similarities. They almost mirror each other. Coaches and writers polls. They usually do early in the year. But those last 5 games for Florida, and by the way, and Gator Nation knows this, the games that are, quote, winnable are home against 2 teams that start in the top 20, Miami and Texas A&M. The Canes were 19 and Texas A&M was 20 in the first AP poll released yesterday. So those are what you have to win to get off to kind of start to brace yourself for the final 5. We've talked about the Final Five. Let's put a value on it. Those last 5 games in no particular order: Georgia, Texas, LSU, Ole Miss, FSU. You ready? Georgia, number 1. Texas, number 4. Ole Miss, number 6. FSU, number 10. And LSU, number 13. The last 5 games of the year come against teams that start the AP poll in the top 13. By the way, Florida also on their schedule this year plays number 15 Tennessee, number 19 Miami, and number 20 Texas A&M. And in case you're wondering, not a single writer, broadcaster, podcaster, columnist, not a single voter in the AP poll placed even a single vote at number 25 for Florida in the preseason poll. So that's where things start. Billy Napier, coming off a scrimmage Saturday, thinks his guys are ready.
We had a really good scrimmage Saturday. It was extremely competitive. It was back and forth. I think overall we got what we wanted to get accomplished. We were 122 plays of offense and defense. We were right on our number. We got really good work in the kicking game, too, in all 6 phases.
6 phases to the kicking game. I didn't realize that.
Well, I guess phase 1, you get the ball out of the bag on the sideline. Phase 2, you hand it to the ball boy. Phase 3, he runs it out to the field. Phase 4, you hand it to the center. Phase 5, he snaps. And phase 6, he kicks, maybe? I don't know. I didn't.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Perhaps, by the way, you're bogging down a little bit if you've identified 6 phases to the kicking game. I don't know who that serves. Here's an idea. Block them, snap it good, punt it quick, get downfield. And now, you want us to try and kick it through the uprights? All right. Block them, snap it good, kick it through those yellow poles. Just an idea. Can't have 3 or 4 number 7s on the field at the same time. Only allowed 1 per jersey number. And you only have 30 seconds to get your team off the field and then your special team back on the field. In fact, if you want to do it like you did it last year in that fire drill against Arkansas, really, if you do it efficiently, you can run the offense on and the kick team on, run the kick team back off and the offensive team on, and then quickly run the offensive team back on and the kick team back on and still get it through if you even have half of a notion of what you're doing. Maybe 6 phases isn't the answer. Not sure, though. First time out of the morning on a Cal and Truck Accessories Tuesday. Got Doug Peterson and more when we return. Set up today in sports. Man, I am so off my baseball compass. Wait till I tell you what happened to me this morning. You're listening to The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Join the 1010XL Podcast Network.
Okay, excellent show, everyone.
Now you can find all your favorite 1010XL podcasts in your platform of choice.
Do the Garber wiggle, Garber wiggle, 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 Garber wiggle.
If you're looking for a pre-owned vehicle with lifetime warranty, Garber Auto Mall can wiggle it. Best price, best payment, best trade-in value, Garber Auto Mall can wiggle it. With a huge selection of pre-owned vehicles, Garber Auto Mall can wiggle it. Visit us in Green Cove Springs or at GarberAutomall.com. And remember, at Garber Auto Mall, there is always a little room for wiggle.
Garber wiggle, Garber wiggle, 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 Garber wiggle.
Hey gang, Hicken here for Zero Res. Man, it is hot outside this time of the year. Many of us are staying inside or going to the pool. Well, my friends at Zero Res are also heating things up. As you know, Zero Res does a great job of cleaning carpets and rugs. But they also clean luxury vinyl planking, tile and grout, fine stone and hardwood floors. And right now, the hottest price of the year, 25% off all hardwood cleaning. That's 25% off tile, LVP, fine stone, and hardwood floors. Zero Res, man, spell it forward. Zero Res, spell it backward. It's the right way to clean.
Zero Res.
Jags fans, a new Everbank Performance account could be your ticket to London this October. Through the Everbank London Getaway, one lucky winner and a guest will receive round-trip airfare, hotel accommodations, and a pair of tickets to see the Jags play in London. To learn more and for official rules, visit everbank.com/London. No person necessary to enter or win. Open legal residence in 50 United States and D.C. 18 or older. Entry period for the Everbank London Getaway Suites is from 8/5/24 to 9/5/24. To enter and for official rules, alternate method of entry, prize description, odds of winning, and other details, visit everbank.com/London. Sponsor and administrator, Everbank N.A.
This is Josh Woolsey with Woolsey Morecambe. When deciding what lawyer to trust with your car accident or injury case, the most reliable way is reviews and results. You want to be treated well, and you want a great result. Woolsey Morcom's reviews speak for themselves, and I challenge any firm to compare results. We offer the resources of a large law firm and the customer service of a boutique practice. If you want to be treated right and want great results, call Woolsey Morcom at 1-800-WOOLSEY. Offices, Jacksonville.
Cross are here for lifetime enclosures and lifetime flooring. Football season finally upon us, and with that comes cooler weather. If you've been wanting to upgrade your outdoor living space, you should call the experts at Lifetime Enclosures now. From glass lanais to screened-in enclosures, Lifetime Enclosures and Flooring is the best in the business, so give them a call today. Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. Showroom just off Phillips Highway. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
If you're an experienced, skilled plumber or welder that's MedGas certified and you're tired of working for a company that just doesn't treat you right, Local 234 is the place for you. Their pay is the best in the business. You'll walk away with $35.09 an hour in your pocket. With benefits, that's just over $50 an hour. Local 234 has been around since 1901, and that means something. Visit UA234.com to send your resume. Local 234. Make the right connection.
Hey, it's one of life's most important decisions. If you're 18 years or older, you just got married, just got divorced, you have children, you want to take care of your family. That's why I'm here to tell you about Matt Hinson and the Hinson Law Firm. Matt's the attorney, I'm not, but we both want to ask you, have you done your last will? Is it something that you really don't want to do, but you need to do because it lets you get your assets to the people you choose? It also helps minimize income, gift, and estate taxes as well. Matt Hinson's your guy. He's going to listen. He's going to help you with some tough decisions. He's going to provide you information needed so you are at ease with your choice. It's the Hinson Law Firm. You got questions, reach out to Matty. He's got the answers. 527-1700. That's 904-527-1700. Offices in Jacksonville, Florida. Gang, don't let the state decide your fate.
If you're an experienced, skilled plumber or welder that's MedGas certified and you're tired of working for a company that just doesn't treat you right, Local 234 is the place for you. Their pay is the best in the business. You'll walk away with $35.09 an hour in your pocket. With benefits, that's just over $50 an hour. Local 234 has been around since 1901, and that means something. Visit UA234.com to send your resume. Local 234. Make the right connection.
We will be perfect.
Training camp.
You drop a pass, you run a mile.
Nobody covers camp like 1010XL. Get daily training camp coverage brought to you by Roland Reach Plumbing and Kingfish Pest Control.
Perfection
on 1010XL.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
Lauren Brooks here. Circa Resort and Casino has an incredible all-in package for Duval in December. For only $500 tax and resort fee included, get a 3-night stay at Circa, $200 food and beverage credit, plus a day bed at Stadium Swim. With 6 temperature-controlled pools and a massive screen, it's the world's largest hot tub party. Join us Heels Friday night for a Jacksonville pep rally with specials and giveaways. To book the Jacksonville Game Day Getaway and join the Heels in Vegas, visit CircaLasVegas.com today.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit RepublicServices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
After consulting with several orthopedic specialists about my constant knee pain, I chose Southeast Orthopedic Specialist and Dr. Chris Swanson to handle my surgery. Their professionalism let me know this team was the one for me. The surgery was very successful, and if I ever have a future need, I'll continue to trust Southeast Orthopedic Specialists to take care of me.
Relieve pain and get back to life. SOS. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Daily Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duval Sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Hacker here with a new opportunity for you. The 20-pound summer slim down with Awaken 180 weight loss. Dropping 20 pounds before summer ends, cruising to your goal of 30, 40, 50-plus pounds down. It's simple. You take the last few weeks of summer, eating, drinking, enjoying the weather, but the difference? You're doing it with the 20-pound summer slim down. But you say, Hack, summer's almost over. Well, that's the point. The pounds melt off fast with Awaken 180. I dropped my first 20 in less time, and that easy 20 propelled me to reach my goal of losing over 85 pounds. Think about it. You're about to slide back into the same old fall routine with the same old mindset. Mix it up. Live up the rest of your summer while dropping the first 20. Then jump into fall with a whole new groove. Yeah, I said it, and you'll be saying it too in just a few weeks. 20-pound summer slim down with the solution for weight loss. Online, awaken180weightloss.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
It's an argument that's become very popular and prominent. I think it mattered more when you either voted for a national champion, in other words, you just named one at the end of the year, or even when it was just BCS and two teams emerged at the end. I think this statement of fact/opinion changed when it went to 4, and now I think it's irrelevant that there's 12. And it's a fair argument. It's that the preseason polls can do more harm than good from the standpoint of where a team is ranked in the preseason, particularly if they're a team that you're not used to considering a power. They get tamped down more than they should, and other programs get artificially inflated more than they should. So when you start a season like today's college football poll, and Oregon starts number 3, and USC starts 23. Now, USC may be a bad example. As a brand name, they could probably surge pretty quick, but there is a reality that the deeper you go into the season, there's more of those teams that are ahead of you right now that if, you have the same losses or you're proceeding similarly, you're going to stay way behind all of them. But that also, that changed somewhat when you start these reveals, in early November or whenever that playoff poll comes out, which ends up being a lot more, it's taking everything into effect. So it doesn't, the fact that Georgia is number 1 and that Iowa is number 25 and all the teams that are scattered in between, Miami starting 19 or Texas A&M 20, it's nowhere near the mountain that you had to climb to get all the way into the top 2 or even to be considered the best team in the country. You had no wiggle room at all. So I think I guess the point is, I'm just tying it in with the release of yesterday's AP poll. I just don't know how much they're worth. Now, look, it still matter, but I even looked at the teams that would have been considered outsiders when Cincinnati made it to the 4 3 years ago. Yeah, is that surprising? But you know what? They started in the preseason poll number 8. And the argument, I guess, could be made if Cincinnati had started 22 that year, would they have ever gotten up to number 4? So that might be fair. In 2022, we saw TCU go all the way to the championship. And see, now there's a good example. TCU made it to the championship game, right, against Georgia?
Against Michigan, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. No. TCU was against Georgia. They got beat
65-7. Yeah, you're right.
They got crushed.
That's right.
TCU in that preseason AP poll was unranked.
They beat Michigan in the Fiesta Bowl. That's what I was looking at.
TCU, in the year they went to the championship game, didn't receive a vote in the AP poll. So there you go. That shows you how much less impact the preseason polls have now versus what they used to mean. And as I say that, it is Georgia who is number 1. Ohio State, Oregon, Texas, and Bama round out the top 5. 4 SEC teams in the top 10. 4 Big 10 teams in the top 10. But there were 5 Big 12 teams in the top 20 and only 4, I believe. They had caught the Big 10 when it came to the 25. The SEC has the most both ways. And FSU is number 10, by the way. LSU 13, Tennessee 15. I mentioned those as part of the Gator schedule. Miami starts at number 19. Back to Doug Peterson and these practices with the Bucks that don't just come together overnight.
These go all the way back to the spring when the preseason scheduling and the games. You're talking about games and things of that nature, and so we've been talking since May, quite honestly, and putting everything together and kind of sign off on it back then, so that now the coordinators can just get together and do the scripting and things of that nature.
All right. You can be sure the pads will be popping more on Wednesday and Thursday than they have yet this year. He was asked, Peterson that is, to gauge how he thinks the physicality of training camp has been so far.
I don't know if I've added it as much as just the way the schedule kind of fell for me, when I could have padded practices and things of that nature. You want to have as many as you can, especially early in camp. And then once you start playing games, you really once we get past this week, I think we're down to 1 padded practice a week, quite frankly, because the games now become a little bit closer together.
All right, listen, there was I was a little bit more at ease, not even at ease, optimistic by what we saw from the opener. I mean, as preseason games go, I thought it was about as good as one could go. You're just trying to do what you want to do, and we went through the checklist yesterday of what we saw in that preseason opener. Now, I think really the most eye-opening happening in Jagland the last 2 or 3 days has been the signing of Tayshaun Gibson. Just odd in that right now he faces this. I started thinking about this. Maybe the Jags know that suspension is going to get reduced from 6 games. Maybe that's the word. Maybe they've had the feelers out, and the reason Tayshaun Gibson wasn't signed by the Jags or anyone else is because that 6-game suspension is facing him, and perhaps there's some word that will be reduced. Because to sign him as injury, depth or injury replacement or anything else when he misses the first 6 games, it doesn't make any sense. So, make sense of it for me, Doug Peterson, the signing of 34-year-old Tayshaun Gibson.
When you think about Dewey's situation and Tashawn's situation, they're very similar because they'll probably miss about the same time. And I'm saying that to say, obviously, Tashawn making the 53 and, things of that nature at the end of camp. But for us too, it's a veteran player that we're familiar with, who gives us more depth. Gives us an opportunity at safety that right now, kind of fills a spot. We've got some young safeties that are playing well, and Savage, right now is not cleared for contact yet as much, but so just gives you another veteran body. And some competition, and looking forward to getting them out there.
Yeah, and I get it. I get it. If you could get out there. If you get to week 1 at Miami and Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle running all over the field, if he could, be an addition, I think the Jags are suddenly scared that they got the proposition, not scared, but aware that they have the proposition of opening at Miami and the league's top passer in yards last year, and Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle and, Beckham and the rest, with no Wingard, no Savage, and with a suspension, no Tayshaun Gibson. Now, I'm not saying for sure Savage will be out. Again, not cleared for contact. It's August 15th. So, it still is, it's an odd signing. Now, again, if Tayshaun Gibson joins the Jags, he wouldn't be available until October 20th against New England. Now, the first 4 games at Miami, Cleveland and Deshaun Watson, at Buffalo and Josh Allen, and at Houston and C.J. Stroud. So, yeah, man, just from the standpoint, if you're looking to pluck some help and depth, maybe a guy who can play the first 4 games would have, again, not critical of the signing. And we're not talking about impact here. We're talking about depth. We're talking about, maybe one of the last roster spots awarded. But the timing of it was a little bit strange to me. Jarian Jones has opened eyes this training camp. Ask him if he's proven he belongs yet.
I definitely think I have. I think you can see with my confidence every day that I do believe that I'm supposed to be here, and it's going to come with growing pains, like you come to a new situation, someone like you play DB, somebody's probably going to catch a ball on you here and there. But, as long as you continue to come back and learn from it, grow from it, come back and make your plays, I think my future is definitely trending up. As long as I just keep the work going in every day, I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Definitely flashes that athleticism. Wait till these guys, it's second nature to this defense. You do see some ball-hawking dudes out there. Some guys whose Cisco's nature is that. If you look at his college stats especially, getting hands on ball. Antonio Johnson likes to get his hands on the ball. Savage has been a guy who's made big. Didn't Savage have a pick 6 against the Cowboys?
He did.
Yeah, in the
Against
playoffs
Dak,
last year. Yeah. So this could be an opportunistic defense. Maybe just a little flyer, a late-round flyer if you play fantasy football where defense is still a thing. I mean, my leagues have gotten rid of defense and kicker. Been a while, too. But if you do, and I'm not saying even front line, but that's a stash maybe, man. All right, let's finish with Travis Etienne. I told you he doesn't think any linebacker can cover him. If you look around the league and you ponder who some of the top receiving backs are, there are a few that jump, straight out at you. You think Austin Eckler, you think of C.J. McCaffrey and others. Where does Travis Etienne? It's been explicitly somewhat stated that they're going to get him the ball. He's going to be, they want to use him in the pass game. His pass receptions ticked up from year 1 to year 2, or, as far as playing, and they expect it to tick up yet again. And here's Etienne on that prospect.
I hope so. I mean, I feel like I just go with the way the coach called the game plan and what he calls. I just go out and execute my job. I mean, I always knew I've been one of those guys who go out there and catch the ball really well, get yards of a contact, and I just go out and execute the game plan. And I feel like that is a part of my game that they want to say continue to grow. But I feel like I've always been really good at that, and I see the opportunity to go out there and showcase my skill.
All right. Well, showcasing comes via these dual workouts on Wednesday and Thursday, and again, I would expect Saturday night when it comes to personnel. That's going to be a bring your program. You'll be looking at it a lot game night. Yeah, wait till I tell you what happened with me and the Braves this morning. That when we return, and a football fix. It's Cal and Truck Accessories Tuesday on the drill.
Hey, gang, Hicken here for Zero Res. You know how hot it is outside. Many of us stay inside, go to the pool. Well, my friends at Zero Res are heating things up. As you know, Zero Res does a great job of cleaning carpets and rugs, but they also clean luxury vinyl planking. We like to call that LVP. Tile and grout, fine stone, and hardwood floors. Right now, hottest price of the year. 25% off all hard floor cleaning. That's 25% off tile, LVP, fine stone, and hardwood floors. Zero Res, man. You spell it forward, you spell it backwards. Zero Res. It's the right way to clean.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
This is Brent Musburger's Visa in Action update on 1010XL. Brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Jacksonville Jaguars, a 3.5-point home favorite against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at Everbank Stadium on Saturday. The total 38 in that preseason matchup for Week 2. Scotty Scheffler plus 350 from the FedEx St. Jude Championship at TPC Southwind in Memphis, the first event of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Xander Schauffele 7-1, Rory McIlroy 8-1, Colin Morikawa 12-1. Braves and Giants at Oracle Park today. Both teams minus 110 of the money line. The total is 8.5, shaded to the under. Tampa Bay Rays at home with the Houston Astros. Astros at $1.30 road favorite. Rays plus 110. Save with Progressive. Progressive.com. Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
Hon, what do you say we go to the supermarket today?
Again? Weren't we just there yesterday?
Well, yeah, but it's just so nice and cool in there.
Why don't we just get our air conditioning fixed?
Can we afford it?
We can with Duck Air Conditioning. They offer financing.
Oh, cool.
Yes, it will be.
Beat the Florida heat with Duck Air Conditioning. Jacksonville area's AC experts. Repairs to new installations. Trust the Duck to keep your cooling costs low. DuckDuckAC.com.
Get this thing unwrapped here.
Praz, what in the world are you doing working on your Duval?
That's right, Dan. I really identify with Duval.
You live in St. John's County, knucklehead.
I mean the Duval sub, the Dailies Dash Duval. Turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheeses. Lettuce, tomato, crispy and fresh, you know, like me. I'm sure there's a Dailies Dash sub that sums you up.
The boss.
Because, of course,
oven roasted beef, munstered cheese, roasted mushrooms, caramelized onions. It's the boss of all subs. Only available for me.
That's just not true.
What do you mean? I walked in the other day, screamed, "You know it!" and said, "A boss for a boss."
Well, no matter who you are, there is a Dailies Dash sandwich or sub for you.
Go find yours. They may even make you a boss.
I'm sure they will, because it is Dailies Dash.
Where more is better.
And you got that right.
At Honda, we appreciate all the comparisons to other vehicles. And no matter how many times they compare their vehicles to a Honda, only a Honda is a Honda. Remember, value, quality, safety, there is no substitute. Visit your local Honda dealer now and experience the difference.
Hacker here with a new opportunity for you. The 20-pound summer slim down with Awaken 180 weight loss. Dropping 20 pounds before summer ends, cruising to your goal of 30, 40, 50-plus pounds down. It's simple. You take the last few weeks of summer, eating, drinking, enjoying the weather, but the difference? You're doing it with the 20-pound summer slim down. But you say, Hack, summer's almost over. Well, that's the point. The pounds melt off fast with Awaken 180. I dropped my first 20 in less time, and that easy 20 propelled me to reach my goal of losing over 85 pounds. Think about it. You're about to slide back into the same old fall routine with the same old mindset. Mix it up. Live up the rest of your summer while dropping the first 20. Then jump into fall with a whole new groove. Yeah, I said it, and you'll be saying it too in just a few weeks. 20-pound summer slim down with the solution for weight loss. Online, Awaken180weightloss.com.
Injured in an accident? Have mounting medical bills? Can't work? Don't worry. Zach's got your back. I'm Zach Von Rowan of Von Rowan Law. I will fight for the compensation that you deserve. Set up your free consultation at zachsgotyourback.com.
Smooth sailing and a smooth taste of Vida de Luis, an all-natural tequila made with volcanic spring water and aerated to provide a smoother finish. Go to VidaDeLuis.com and set a course for smooth living today.
This is Frank Frangie. Join Dan Hicken and me for All Things Gators, our podcast presented by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists with new episodes every Monday. Subscribe and listen by searching for 1010XL Florida Gators podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, or TuneIn.
Now that's what I call high-quality H2O.
If you want high-quality water in your home at a fair price that won't scare you to death, then talk to someone who knows water and is not a pushy salesman. Contact your local water boy, Keith. I install premium equipment and can repair or even rebuild your existing system. In a business known for aggressive sales tactics, let me show you how my approach is different. If you've got any water problems, contact the water boy at waterboyjack.com.
Hello, First Coast. I'm sure by now you have seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We're an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We're committed to customer service, reliability, and have an unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today from GFL, Green for Life.
15,000 workers. I'm Brian Rose from Remedy Staffing.
We survey 15,000 blue-collar workers each year to better understand what drives quality and dependability in our workforce. The survey shows when looking for a new job, the initial pay rate, job security, and safety while working are the most important factors for hourly workers. If you're an employer and would like to learn more about the voice of the blue-collar worker, please call us at 904-528-1933.
This summer, Big Chief Tire is teaming up with local nonprofit V for Victory to support local families impacted by cancer. Greg Frangie here to participate. Donate school supplies at any of Big Chief's locations, including Orange Park, Westside, Blanding, Southside, and Northside locations, and receive 10% off your next service. Together, we can make a difference in the Jacksonville community. Visit BigChiefTire.com or call 904-932-0950 to see the full wish list and learn more. Big Chief Tire keeps Jacks rolling.
The best game day parking in all of Duval is at Tailgaters Parking. Are you ready for some football? Tailgaters is just steps away on the east side of the stadium. Visit tailgatorsparking.com and secure your season parking pass today.
This is Dr. Kevin Kaplan, head team physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jags, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
Former FSU star and Jaguar rookie Jerry Jones is noticing quarterback play in the NFL is next level.
Quarterbacks in the league are a little different than they were in college, so looking back at the quarterback, those are bad habits. The quarterback is actually putting the ball on the money now.
Jaguar head coach Doug Peterson likes the depth he saw in the preseason win.
Talking about our young players, talking about the free agents we brought in here, the draft picks, and developing the entire roster. You want everybody to have an opportunity.
Jacksonville Jaguars right tackle Anton Harrison returned to the practice field on Monday after spending the last several practices in the concussion protocol. Harrison did not play in Saturday's preseason opener. That's your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguar update. I'm Sam Nelson.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, back here on The Drill. It's Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. Let me tell you what happened to King of the Dodos here. You ready? First and foremost, by the way, I made a terrible error of entitlement. It'll never happen again. I promise, moving forward, I will grind from March 31st until the end of the season. They all matter, lest you get haughty and full of yourself and entitled. And so and you know the story by now. So now I'm in. I'm all in. I'm just going to go all in here and try and scrabble out a wild card. I'm going to pay attention. I'm going to follow the games every night. I'm actually going to know who the starting pitcher is. I'm going to know not just what the schedule is, but what the next two series are. I'm going to know where the wild card competitors are playing today and tomorrow. Shame on me. Shame on me for taking something so dear and important and treating it so casually and flippantly, the Major League Baseball season. That being said, this doesn't feel like you're paying close attention, but when the Braves play out west, what I do is I get up, I've DVR'd the game, I watch it on 3 speed. Like fast forward 1, fast forward 2, fast forward 3. Hit the exit button, it's just clear screen, it's just rolling through. And you can follow it as it goes really fast. It's like watching a game cast on speed. And I'm just watching the innings roll off. It's Blake Snell against Chris Sale, and it's just that each gotten a little bit of a jam early, and after that, it's just every time I look up, I peer up for a second, I pay attention, somebody's striking out, we're going to the next inning. The game is flying along. They played in 2:30 last night. These guys both threw 7 shutout innings, each had double-digit strikeouts, and the game moves all the way into extra innings. Of course, the Braves haven't exactly left you with a warm, fuzzy feeling after games of late. And so I'm watching the extra innings, and you know how it starts, top of the 10th, they put a runner on second. And, I'm kind of just making coffee, and I look up every now and then. I say, oh, great, now there's 2 outs, and there's only this. And I didn't notice that they had knocked a run in. I thought that the guy had got thrown out at home. It was a sac fly, I guess, because I'm just watching real quick, so I don't notice. And then it goes to the Giants inning, and they start with a runner on second, and I do notice that he kind of gets to third. Again, I'm only just looking up and down at it. I'm reading something. I'm looking up and down. And then I see, the game goes final. I'm like, great, man, we lost 1-0. They knocked him in. So in despair, command delete. Gosh, dog it, are we ever going to win a game again? I don't know. I put it on SportsCenter, and again, I'm reading, I'm half watching, and I'm watching. I see on the scroll on the bottom, and I see it says Sale K's 13 Braves, and then it changes, and I'm like, wait, what now? If the Braves lost the game, why would they say Sale? And so I rewind the TV, and sure as sugar, the Braves have won 1-0. What a terrific surprise that was. I had literally woken up and spent 15 minutes thinking the Braves had lost again. And lo and behold, they had won the game. So maybe I'm not paying as much attention as I thought. Blake Snell has been just money, though, the last 7 starts. The opponent's batting average against Blake Snell the last 7 times he started, you ready? 0.97.
Wow, that's crazy. The last 7 starts.
It's the 4th lowest over a 7-start span since they moved the mound in 1893. Shohei Ohtani held him to 0.87, DeGrom 0.91, and Yohan Santana 1 year 0.93. Wow. That's crazy, huh?
Thing about Snell is like he was the most outspoken baseball player against the pitch clock. Well, it seems like he's figured it out because he's thrown a no-hitter and he's been lights out.
And the clock has been terrific. Again, the Braves played, an extra inning game last night that went 2 hours, 34 minutes, I think. I mean, yeah, the pitch clock has been, they nailed that one. And the next great advance will be when they standardize the strike zone. We're so beyond ridiculous allowing these buffoons to, quote, have their own zone. It's ridiculous. And and even give them some corners. I would even propose if we go to standardize, give them just another little half inch. I'm okay with that. Because there are, it's subjective. Somebody did make a great point. If we didn't have that little box behind the screen now, a lot of what we're just grinding over, we would accept as balls or strikes. They'd be close, but, man, you put that box up, and the ball is completely inside the box, and they call it a ball, or it's 4 inches outside the box, and they call it a strike. It's maddening. Maddening. But the Padres and Diamondbacks both won yesterday. I mean, at the end of the day, you know what we got here? We're going to have the Braves and the Mets coming down the stretch. Oh, the humanity. Gibby, fire up the band. We got a football fix. You bet we do. The Football Fix is brought to you by Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. Mandy and her dream team can keep you ahead of an insurance game that can be very volatile right now. Mandy is on your side. Under the Allstate brand, she can put together the best plans and policies for you and your family, home, life, business, auto. Trust the dream team of Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. Also, the Julington Creek Golf Club, the home course. I'll see you at Julington Creek. Man, trades you ultimately regret. I guess for the Jets, it'd be Hassan Reddick. Reddick was a guy that, he had issues with the Eagles. He ultimately played with them. I get it, man. He had all these incredible sack years in a row. Coming off the 16, didn't it go like this? Coming off the 16.5 sack year 2 years ago with the Eagles, he won in a Super Bowl appearance. He wanted to get paid last year. I don't think he ultimately did, or maybe they franchised him. But this offseason, he was traded, and that took an ugly turn. He's now officially requested a trade from the Jets, who still haven't seen him on the field since they traded for him. The Jets fired back immediately, no. We informed Hassan that we will not trade him, that he's expected to be here, and that he'll continue to be fine per the CBA. Reddick is unhappy with his contract. He's missed 21 days of training camp, $50,000 fine per day. All told now, those are up to $1.7 million. It's so unusual because just 4 months ago, he was acquired in a trade, and he hasn't practiced a single day with the Jets. He stepped foot in their facility only once for his physical and introductory news conference. Jets traded a conditional third-rounder for the two-time Pro Bowler. They were under the impression he'd play under his existing contract, and then learned when he skipped the entire offseason, including mandatory minicamp, that would not be the case. 29-year-old due to make a non-guaranteed $14.25 million this year, the final year of a 3-year, $45 million contract he got with the Eagles. That doesn't seem like smart business to me. If somebody wanted to lock up Hassan Reddick at 29, and I'm not saying it wouldn't be terrible for some, but Make the trade knowing that you're going to pay him and put him there as a playmaking end, right? But, not exactly calm seas up there for Hassan Reddick and the Jets, that's for sure. Injuries bound to strike. They have. Jahmyr Gibbs, who really was emerging as a big-time playmaking weapon for the Lions last year, injured his hamstring in practice, and we all know how hamstrings can go. Made the Pro Bowl as a rookie. Had 950 yards, 10 touchdowns rushing, and another 316 yards and a touchdown receiving, and really validated what at times can be considered somewhat a controversial draft pick when you take a running back in round one now, considering how they're used and easily discarded. Certainly are arguments against that strategy. Apparently, the teams are calling the Patriots about Matthew Judon. The Vikings held quarterback J.J. McCarthy, who looked good in his preseason opener, out of practice yesterday. He's got a knee injury. Hollywood Brown, who we saw hurt here for the Chiefs against the Jags, will not need surgery on his, I believe it was a clavicle, right? Collarbone injury for Brown, so that's good. And the Browns, Cleveland that is, who said they will not play Deshaun Watson in Week 2, will play him in their preseason finale. That's Football Fix. You're welcome. Brought to you by the Home Course, Jewelton Creek Golf Club, and Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. Call Mandy and her dream team. Get your insurance strategies squared away. Hicken Arrival and more come your way next. We have brunch with the tour here on a Tuesday. We also, the Lockett Law High School Report, I believe we're going to talk some prep football with a coach in town who has an abundance of riches, at least when it comes to five-star prospects. So all that and more in addition to our just daily thrills and spills. You're listening to The Drill on a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
Hey, Hicken from Bow 9 Associates. You'll find Jacksonville's most esteemed eye doctors at each of their locations. After being selected for one of the most competitive ophthalmology fellowships in the world, Dr. Frank Bowden, currently called upon for his expert opinion. He's currently one of the few cornea and external disease specialists in the area and the founder, of course, of Bow 9. Visit Bow 9 Associates today and experience the difference. They're keeping the First Coast focused. That's Bow 9 and Associates.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Intelligent sports talk with an attitude.
Hey, sorry.
That is awful.
It's a Jack speech at J1A.
You got me.
1010XL.
I did mumble one word.
Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Bold City AC, keeping you cool. Feeling the heat, Jacksonville? Cool down with Bold City Heating and Air. From repairs to energy-efficient installs, we do it all. Family-owned and trusted since 2016, we offer clear pricing, NATE-certified techs, and unbeatable service. Call Bold City Heating and Air today and experience the bold difference. Bold City AC, keeping you cool. Bold City AC. Visit boldcityac.com.
Guys, feeling deflated in the bedroom? ED, low T, no energy? If your stuff is broken, call 904-STROKEN or 904stroken.com. No shots in the first treatment, now free. Fix your ED at 904stroken.com.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Hey gang, Hicken here for Zero Res. Man, it is hot outside this time of the year. Many of us are staying inside or going to the pool. Well, my friends at Zero Res are also heating things up. As you know, Zero Res does a great job of cleaning carpets and rugs, but they also clean luxury vinyl planking, tile and grout, fine stone and hardwood floors. And right now, the hottest price of the year, 25% off all hardwood cleaning. That's 25% off tile, LVP, fine stone, and hardwood floors. Zero Res, man, spell it forward. Zero Res, spell it backward. It's the right way to clean.
Zero Res.
Are you worried about your roof? Protect it with a lifetime shingle transferable warranty with Universal Roof and Contract. Save up to $1,250 on your roof replacement, plus flexible financing up to 15 years. This expires August 31st and restrictions apply. Call 855-ROOF-HELP or visit universalroof.com to schedule your free roof inspection. License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
UniversalRoof.com.
Baloo here for Smoonez Vision. Why Smoonez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smoonez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smoonez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smoonez is fellowship-trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmoonezVision.com today. Care you can see.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry, this free examination, normally $199, is yours for free and good only through Sunday. For your free examination, call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Call now.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by First Coast Honda Dealers. Gator head coach Billy Napier, during his Monday presser, outlined the offensive goals for his scrimmages.
I think offensively we want to try to create more explosive plays. We want to do a better job on conversion downs.
The Noles are already turning their attention to the potent Georgia Tech offense they'll be facing later this month, according to head coach Mike Norvell.
I think it's one of the better offenses in the league and probably in the country. They got very explosive skill position players.
Georgia is number one in the Associated Press Top 25 preseason college football poll for the second straight year. The SEC and Big Ten dominated the top 10 of the rankings. FSU ranked number 10, Miami coming in at number 19. University of Florida didn't make AP's top 25. And that's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
79 degrees at 7 o'clock. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
I don't know what that is.
You know it! She's a showgirl. Oh, yeah. And them feathers in her hair.
Sure.
Dress way down to there.
Mm-hmm.
Do the cha-cha.
He loves it. He loves it.
Woo! Across the crowded floor. She'd work from 8 to 4.
I got a stat.
Who could ask for more?
Stand time. I have a stat that I think you'd love. I think it combines a couple of your recent passions. One is taking all of your, not you, but the ability now to take all of your thoughts about the upcoming football season off of however the kids are playing the college football 2K game.
Yes.
So somebody ran the Iowa quarterback, their starter, against his own defense.
Yeah, it didn't turn out well.
This is how it went.
Yeah.
Did you see this? He went 8 for 24 for 20 yards.
Ooh.
Had a pick 6.
Oh, boy.
And so you leave that game hoping that the Iowa punter stays healthy. Looks like it's going to be a lot like last year for Iowa, which was the most bizarre season. Remember the over-unders were down in the 20s, and they wouldn't hit them? Remember?
Yes, I do. It's so funny because I was talking last night to the chief at the TV.
Sure.
Because he's an Iowa fan.
Good.
And I was like, it's kind of neat in a way, but if I was a fan of the team,
I would be very frustrated because while my defense has been spectacular, my offense is awful, and I'm losing games 10-9.
Yeah.
And that would drive me crazy.
I was been to a couple Big Ten title games where they typically get the doors blown off.
Right.
Michigan, I think Iowa was there last year, right? Michigan beat Iowa last year, didn't they? 31-6 or something. That Iowa defense was for real, though. It's weird how they can. It's weird how these programs can do that.
Last year, they got going. They lost to Penn State 31-0. But then they started winning games in the middle of the season. They went and beat Wisconsin 15-6. They lost to Minnesota on that punt return, I think 12-10. Then they beat Northwestern 10-7. They shut out Rutgers 22-0. They beat Illinois 15-13, and then they beat Nebraska 13-10.
They're all under 30 points. Like they over under be 28, and you'd say no way, and then they'd stay under.
Then Michigan beat them 26-0. Then they gladly accepted a Citrus Bowl bid where the Vols beat them 35-0.
Yeah, that offense is pit. It seemed like you just get lucky and get a running game. Right?
Golly.
I mean, Iowa, back in the day, Iowa's had offensive talent through the years, but not a ton.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Not a ton. Who is the best offensive player to come out of Iowa, actually?
Besides Niles Kinnick? Tavian Banks?
Yeah, you got to do better than Tavian. He didn't even play.
You got the tight ends, Kittle.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
And then
titles. Yeah,
Hawkinson, too, right?
Yeah, the tight and Laporta.
Yeah, they've tied in
top 5 probably, maybe all 3 of them.
They looked at the poll. If the college football playoff were today, it was Georgia, Ohio State, using the preseason AP poll. We would have. I thought FSU was 10. Is that right? Did I get this?
They are 10. Yeah.
I don't know why they have them. This isn't right. I'm looking at this thing.
By the way, James Reeser from Bishop Kenny at Iowa now.
Yes, he is
quarterback. Yeah, FSU's number 10.
Yeah. This thing has them as 3.
Where? What are you looking at?
I'm looking at a college football playoff using preseason AP poll. It says
that must be from I don't know. That's weird.
That's not right.
Yeah, they're not 3rd anywhere.
No. But anyway, so the poll did come out, and there's FSU at 10, and Miami at 19, and Georgia at 1, and Florida plays 8 of them.
Yeah,
we don't get in the top 25, but we get to play 8 of them.
The 4-team playoff made the preseason poll a lot less important, and the 12-team playoff makes it worthless.
Yeah.
There's no spot now that you can't come from and be, Dan, TCU played in the championship game 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't get a single vote in the preseason AP poll.
Wow.
So, that tells you that you can be 19th, 20th, unranked. It doesn't matter if you do your job. And by the way, TCU from unranked and even had a loss, remember? They didn't even win their conference championship game, and they still got in.
It's crazy.
And I think part of that, too, it's not just that there's more teams available, but those rankings that are deciding the playoff field, they don't put them out until November, which is not a preseason poll at all.
Well, Dreamfinders Homes poll question of the day brought to you by Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Tour, the Gators, and the Jags. You've all seen the Gators' schedule, so what will their record be? We have almost 300 votes. Here are your 4 choices. Billy Ball is back, 8+. Grab a bowl, 6 or 7. Seat gets warm, 5 and 7 record, or 2 sounds. Uh-oh.
I think they're going to go 6-6, Dan. I'm trying to get them more than 6. I can't. I can find them more than 6 losses. I can't find them more than 6 wins. Now, things can change real fast in sports.
Yeah.
So we'll see where they're at. But I can't overlook some still problem areas and areas that they're telling me now aren't a problem, but yet we have not seen it yet on the field. So it's just it's a combo, man. And I will say this.
Yes.
Billy Napier, with all the criticism, with all the problems, with all the mistakes, has been a 500 coach in 2 years. This year's team is better than any team that he's had. Logically, they won't be under 500. They should at least be able to be 500, even with a tougher schedule.
Well, Dreamfinders Homes right now has an unbeatable interest rate for you. You may not think you can afford a Dreamfinders home. Think again. 2.99 year one rate. That's right, 2.99%. 15 Jacksonville communities. Boy, you can move now, literally. Dreamfinders Homes is the official home builder of the Jaguars. Tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you. Go to .com for all your information. You can vote on that social media all morning long. Have that. I was looking at some Trevor Lawrence numbers last night, and it's there are Trevor Lawrence doubters and there are Trevor Lawrence supporters, and then there are Trevor Lawrence. I guess probably the two camps, and there is some truth to the fact that when they went bad last year with the injuries, if you go look at Trevor Lawrence's play. Okay, the second half of 22.
Right.
All right, which was his second year.
And then the first half of 23.
And then the first half of 23, it was pretty stellar.
And the team, by the way, during that time, that 16 game, the stat came out, they had the best record in the league with the Chiefs.
Right. I got them at 15-5 over those 20 games. 7-2 to close out the 22 season where he threw 15 touchdowns, had only 2 picks. Threw for 2,300 yards, 5 games over 100 rating, and then 8-3 last year. Still only 11 touchdowns and 6 picks, 6 games over 100 rating, and 2,800 yards. In other words, in those 20 games, he threw for 5,100 yards, 11 games over 100 rating, 26 touchdowns and 8 picks. So all that you would take in a second. So, but with all that said, here we go into year 4 now as the Jags hit the practice field yesterday. Ooh, it was hot. They went in the middle of the day, man, and they got clouds, which brought weather, which let them go inside, which I bet they were grateful for.
Yeah, for sure. It's hot, man.
We did
it's hot if you're recreating. Imagine if you're...
On TV, we did an interview with the Speaks kid, and so our photographer was getting video of him throughout practice, and he was just upchucking the whole practice.
Wow. Thanks for the cams today, boys.
Yeah. By the way, shout out to the schools. They're all back in now. So, dads, you should have the kids in the car.
Little ears. Yeah.
Billy,
kids.
John, Fred.
Yeah.
I
see Billy. I see Chandler. I see Tyler. I see Chase.
Yes. So shout out to all you guys out there.
We see y'all.
And the girls who are forced to listen.
Just growing another generation of Googans. We already have so many of y'all. So many of y'all out there 25, 30 years old, and you're listening right now because your dad was driving to work back in the day and you were listening to us. And I mean, that's fun.
See, here's one on Twitter that this can't happen with Florida football. And it says, Nape will lose at least 2 games because of his game management. That would be bad. If he's managing games that poorly, then he should be on the hot seat.
He definitely flat out lost 1 game with game management last year. And that doesn't take into account, we're always complaining about taking the air out of the ball the minute 20 to go in the first half or not being aggressive enough.
Right.
You're Florida, man. You're not like, Mississippi State trying to pull the upset in Tuscaloosa.
Right.
They're losing that swag, man. They don't got no swagger down there.
Well, I think they have.
Well, you better have some wins to back it up.
That's what they got to have.
But I would say 6-6, Hick, and I don't think it'll be better. I think if it's not 6-6, it'll be worse. I hope I'm wrong. I could come up with a way to get you to 8-4. I could.
What game are you referring to that they lost last year? Arkansas?
Yes, 100%. They lost the game with that, and the Utah game. Who knows?
Yeah,
turned the game around though.
Yeah.
So it gave them their only touchdown or one of their only. What was the score of that game?
Like 24-11.
Yeah,
I remember correctly.
That was just a gimme, hand them. Ugh, annoying.
So,
but there's also been management issues. But sometimes the games aren't close enough. I don't know. Is it considered game management when it's 4th and 17 at Missouri and you give up the first down? Is that game management? Or it's just poor execution.
So Florida was 30
tied,
3 apiece, and Florida drove down to the Arkansas 21.
Right.
And that's where they got a 5-yard penalty for illegal substitution. So it made it 26. Guy missed a 44-yard field.
Yeah, would have made a 30. And now look, who knows if it does the same, but if the same kick from 5 yards closer, it would have snuck in. Like that was like hugging that upright, right? Like,
that I don't remember.
Yeah, that was part of it.
What I remember,
a closer kick would have gone through.
Was we got to make the 44-yard field goal anyway. But then you miss that, then you get the ball first in overtime, and you get a field goal instead of a touchdown. Also a problem.
That same game, they had him backed up, and they let Jefferson get out and then run all the way. Like,
no doubt.
I don't remember if that was the overtime or at the end of the game. It was terrible, dude.
Oh, no doubt. Arkansas was winning 30-26. Arkansas scored 16 in the second half. It was a very even game. It was a terrible loss at home. You just cannot lose it.
No, and Arkansas, by the way, their offense hadn't done anything for like a month, remember?
They hadn't made a change at offensive coordinator.
It was his first game.
Yeah.
Again, so that's what
their only
floods
conference
me.
win.
That's what floods me. What floods me is an opportunity at Missouri, and you can't close that. What floods me is you jump ahead of FSU. You don't have enough to do anything.
No.
So we'll see.
We will see. So it'll be interesting. And again, and we'll talk. Chris Doring starts with us next week on Tuesdays. So you might want to earmark that. He's terrific. And
we have got you just bundled up here for football season, man.
Yeah.
Between Baselli and Fred on Mondays, we'll have Doring on Tuesdays, the Whisperer on Fridays, the Friday 5-pack, all that good stuff. Football's fun.
Gambling degenerates. I look forward to it. It'll be a good time. So
okay,
yeah,
nice.
We're warming up here on a Super Tuesday though. We rock the vote.
Oh, by the way, and this is fair.
Yes.
Don't forget the mom's 32-year-old.
Yes.
My mom was a daily listener. He's 32.
Yes.
He's 32 now and listens.
God bless you.
His mom was listening back in the day.
Thank you, Mom.
We always listen. We always love the ladies, and the ladies have always loved us.
Yeah.
The show, that is.
We love the Guggenellas. Very, very fun.
Let's take a quick break.
All right.
We'll
let's do it.
come back with a 10-minute drill. Gives you guys to be.
I got a lot of sports concepts and rationalizations.
All right,
I've been holding back.
I'll sit back and listen.
You can do it.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Prosser here. Hey, pick a news source. But the reports are home prices are expected to decline in 2025, even after the election. So you need to maximize your home sales price now before this downturn, and you can do it with the agents proven to sell for top dollar, Chad and Sandy Newman. Hey, perhaps you're worried about selling for less money with a lowball out-of-state instant offer, or maybe you want maximum equity from your home, but you're not sure how. That's why you turn to Chad and Sandy, who have the answers. No required costly repairs. Chad and Sandy are the local real estate experts I trust and recommend for the sale of your home. Tony and Maggie at Jack's Golf and Country Club said, "We recently had a job transfer and we needed to sell fast. With homes in our area struggling to sell inside 100 days, we didn't know what to do. Our worries were solved when we hired Chad and Sandy. Our home sold in 3 days for one of the highest prices ever in our neighborhood at over $1 million. Call the local experts we trust, 904-414-6200 or ChadAndDSandy.com.
Hey, Hicken here from my friends at GolfTeeRepair.com. No, we don't fix golf tees. We just want you to have some fun around the game we all love. Golf Tee Repair is a Jacksonville company, makes affordable golf wear for our friends, the Guggens and the Guggenellas, who love to play. They have female shirts and such, polos, T-shirts, hats, hoodies. You got to see it to believe it, though. All comfortable, breathable clothing. And right now, we got ourselves a little kind of college contest between Florida, Georgia, and State. We have that apparel ready to roll for you. And all you got to do is go to golfteerepair.com, go to the promo code Gainesville20, Tally20, or Athens20, whether you want Florida, a State, or a Georgia shirt. And you'll get 20% off. And by the way, if you spend $150 or more, shipping is free. It's all at golfteerepair.com. Oh, I got them on my website or on my Twitter as well. Check them out. golfteerepair.com. Gainesville 20, Tally 20, Athens 20.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes, and summer's in full swing, and air conditioners are fully stressed. But do what I did and call the good folks at Fenwick Home Services to stay cool and comfortable all season long. Need a new AC? Fenwick has same-day estimates and next-day installations on energy-efficient systems. And your new system is backed by a warranty of up to 12 years. That's right, 12 years. Fenwick also offers same-day 24/7 service day or night, and their expert technicians will get the job done and get it done right the first time. Book online now at FenwickHomeservices.com.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com, then come see me, Dale Murray, I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Hacker here with a new opportunity for you. The 20-pound Summer Slim Down with Awaken 180 weight loss. Dropping 20 pounds before summer ends, cruising to your goal of 30, 40, 50-plus pounds down. It's simple. You take the last few weeks of summer, eating, drinking, enjoying the weather, but the difference? You're doing it with the 20-pound Summer Slim Down. But you say, Hack, summer's almost over. Well, that's the point. The pounds melt off fast with Awaken 180. I dropped my first 20 in less time, and that easy 20 propelled me to reach my goal of losing over 85 pounds. Think about it. You're about to slide back into the same old fall routine with the same old mindset. Mix it up. Live up the rest of your summer while dropping the first 20. Then jump into fall with a whole new groove. Yeah, I said it, and you'll be saying it too in just a few weeks. 20-pound Summer Slim Down with the solution for weight loss. Online, awaken180weightloss.com.
Googan Nation, it's Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here to tell you this is no dream. The folks at Dreamfinders Homes right now have an unbeatable interest rate for you. You may not think you can afford a Dreamfinders home. Well, think again. Take advantage of a 2.99% year one rate. I said it, 2.99%. 15 Jacksonville communities to choose from. Find that dream house and take advantage of an unbeatable rate. Move now, literally. Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Oh my goodness. Fishing is more fun when you catch something.
Yeah!
Listen for the Ring Power Fishing Forecast Show with Captain Kevin. Woo-hoo! Brought to you by Veterans Wholesale Cabinets and Awaken 180 Weight Loss.
Thursday nights at 6
on 1010XL AM.
I'm Frank Frangie with the Nimnik Nugget. Well, it was just one game, but I thought the Jags looked pretty good. I thought they were fast. I thought they were athletic. Yeah, Patrick Mahomes didn't play very much, and you can't tell a lot in the preseason. But you can tell when a team's deeper, more physical, and more athletic than they have been in a lot of years. And that's what I've seen from the Jags in camp, and that's what I saw against the Kansas City Chiefs. It's only one game. It's only a preseason. But so far, so good for Jacksonville. I'm Frank Frangie for the Nimnik family of dealerships. Nimnik Buick GMC is proud to be the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Frank Frangie here. They're committed to providing the best selection of Buicks and GMCs for you to choose from with a best price guarantee. Nimnik has been in business for over 81 years because they've been doing business the right way. Stop by Nimnik Buick GMC on Phillips Highway, just south of I-295, or shop online at nimnikbuickgmc.com. That's Nimnik, your friends in the car business since 1941. GMC, we are professional grade.
Brackish Vodka, the official vodka of UNF Athletics, 100% made in Jacksonville, is available at all local liquor stores. Visit Browdy's, Total Wine, ABC, Shores, Golden, Sahara's, Golden Ox, and more. Drink our gluten-free San Francisco Spirit award-winning vodka and see why it's the smoothest vodka you can buy. When you drink Brackish Vodka, you support all of our local employees, and all the money stays in Jacksonville. Drink Brackish Vodka and live life slightly salty. Proud partner of the Jaguars.
I don't want to brag, but my Underdog Fantasy app account is still just hanging strong from the end of last football season with football approaching. Getting back in the mood for some Underdog Fantasy. In fact, I had done a little contest over the weekend. Again, I don't want to brag, but we got a winner. You see, when you go to higher or lower on stat projections, it's really not that hard. It's so easy, and it's fast, and the sign-up process is smooth. They got a really slick mobile app. Just to add a level of entertainment. Listen, I'm a small-time player, but man, as you put more options in, your payoff goes up and up and up, and it's just a lot of fun. Ability to win some real money and root for your favorite players, and you do it all with the Underdog Fantasy app. So get it today. It's that time of the year. Underdog, super fun to play. Must be 18 or over and be in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. It does here. Go to Underdog, use the code word Prosser. You get a special offer when you sign up.
When it comes to towing products, your safety on the road is the priority at Cannons of Jacksonville. Whether it's a heavy-duty tow hitch, trailer frame, wiring, gooseneck, tow bar, or any other towing accessory, Cannons has decades of experience to ensure your towing setup is installed with precision and reliability. Visit cannonsofjax.com to explore a range of products and schedule your installation. Cannons of Jacksonville, your trusted partner for a smoother tow.
Chelsea here. Summer is winding down, and so are prices at the Renewal by Andersen end of summer window and door sale. Upgrade your home with custom Fiberx windows and doors. Whether you need custom energy efficient, hurricane resistant windows, or a stylish patio door, we've got you covered. A better way to a better window. Visit us at bestwindowsflorida.com for details. Transform your home before fall with the end of summer sale. Proud partner of the Florida Gators. License number CGC 1527613.
Hicken here for About 9 Associates, where you'll find Jacksonville's most esteemed eye doctors at each of their locations. After being selected for one of the most competitive ophthalmology fellowships in the world, Dr. Frank Bowden is frequently called upon for his expert opinion. He is currently one of the few cornea and external disease specialists in the area and the founder of About 9. Visit About 9 Associates today and experience the difference. About 9 Associates, keeping the First Coast focused.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
On 1010XL.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
All right, we got sports concepts and rationalizations coming your way. It's a 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, we like to hand out a prize pack. Gibby, what do we got today?
Today, we've got a pair of tickets to the Wawa 250.
Wawa!
August 23rd at Daytona. Remember to listen to the text line on trivia for your chance to win tickets to the Coke Zero Sugar 400. And once again, we are giving away a pair of tickets to the Wawa 250.
Did Coke really need to add sugar to it? Don't we not know that Coke Zero is zero sugar?
I think so.
Huh.
So.
Shout out to little Charlotte on her way to first day of 5th grade.
Where's she going?
Going over there to St. Paul's Riverside.
St. Paul's Riverside. Shout out, Charlotte.
She's locked in for another football season.
Let's
with
go,
Dad.
Charlotte.
She looks pretty thrilled about it. So, it's
come on, Charlotte.
Yeah, school's back. So yeah, we'll.
Happy birthday.
It's all reserved now for the 9 o'clock.
So yeah, FSU would be a 3 seed. What we were talking about because they win, and if you win the conference, then you get that.
Top 4
so that's
seed.
big for.
Yeah.
So it would be based on that. Boise would be the non-power 5 in this one. If you go by the AP poll, Oregon, they'd play Oregon, and then Michigan would play Texas in the first round, Penn State, Bama, Notre Dame, Ole Miss, with Georgia, Ohio State, Florida State, and Utah getting the other one.
The only programs that that are out of the evaluation process for every other school are the non-power 4s, right?
What do you mean?
They don't have to be. I don't understand what we're doing here with the non-power 4s. How about put a parameter? If you're ranked in the top 12, maybe.
Yeah.
Why are we throwing in just a freebie to someone? I don't get that. Especially with all the realignment and where things stand. I don't know why they agreed to it. I don't think it's good for anything. I don't think that a non-power 4 is ever going to win a natty.
I have the. Yeah, well.
Like they should have to go through the same vetting as Notre Dame. No, you don't think so?
No, ultimately what you'll have is what you want, which is 40 to 60 teams with a chance to win and the other one's playing for another championship or something. I don't know.
There's no more than that anyway. So
I have the NFL kickoff stats through preseason week 1. Return rate was up 64, 65 the last 3 years. 64, 65, and 81. So, big play returns, 40-plus yards, 8 and 22, 4 and 23, 7 and 24. So not much.
Through 1 week of the preseason.
Yeah, preseason week 1. So just a small measurement. Average field positions, all kickoffs and returns only. All kickoffs, 24.2, 23.8, and 29 because it goes to the 30. And kickoff returns only 23.6, 22.7, 28.5. Talking about 5-yard difference.
That's basically what it is.
Yeah.
And if these numbers hold throughout the preseason, then I think you will see teams just kick it and give it to them at the 30.
Yeah.
Like, right? Aren't you going to play to the average? What am I going to do to try and save 5 yards? I'm going to kick it?
Highest rated meter markets for the Olympics. What city do you think watched the Olympics more than any other?
Boy, that is a great question. I would say it's like Indianapolis.
Indianapolis.
Or Houston. Somebody that hosts like some pretty...
Indianapolis was 15th.
Okay. How about should I just go like New York?
Yeah, you could go. It's not.
I wouldn't think it'd be the big market.
No, it's not a big market. In fact, the biggest market up there, I would say, was probably fifth was Minneapolis.
I'm trying to think.
St. Louis was 13.
What about Houston?
No,
that's
Houston's a big market.
So this is metered, but it's a small number. These aren't where the most people watch. It's just where the highest
ratings,
yes, shares or whatever.
Yeah.
All right, so
you got an 18.923. Orlando. No, West Palm is the highest. Florida, they're T2 overall. T2, West Palm Beach. Which I would think might be the older people who wanted to watch. It's a very surprising. I can't make hide nor hair. I can't give you a theory as to why.
Charlotte?
NOLA.
New Orleans?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
New Orleans, West Palm, Tulsa, Dayton, Ohio, and Minneapolis are your top 5. So I don't know how that works.
New Orleans must have had some Olympians from the United States. Maybe.
The Rays were playing ball last night, and
Tampa Rays.
Yeah. The broadcasters, we had a shot of a dude talking to a lady, but the problem with the dude is he must have lost the wheel. So actually he lost fantasy, and you know the bets in fantasy.
Yeah, so just like the wheels.
So he is dressed as a sad clown with a wig and a hat on backwards and a shirt that says, "I suck, sorry, Junie Bug, at fantasy football."
And he's just hanging out at the game?
Hanging out at the game.
Had to go to the game?
Had to go to the game. And it was, it's a perfect face because it's a very sad, crying, unhappy face.
But in a way, you love that because it masks who you are. That's an easy, you know what I mean?
I guess. I
mean, like, no one knows it's you. Like, it'd be worse if it was just Dan Hicken's face. You could put clown makeup and no one know who you are.
I suppose. I have the, who do you think is... There's this list of the best 4 athletes by decade all the way back to the 60s. I just want to do the 2020s. Like, who's the best? And I'll just say, I don't think it's athlete. I would say, who's the best baseball player?
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's Shohei.
Yeah. Football?
Mahomes.
Okay. This is based on WAR. Football, it's
per or whatever.
AV.
Yeah.
NBA is per.
Mm-hmm.
And NHL is something called PS.
All right. Well,
but who would be basketball?
Jokic.
Very good. And then who would be hockey?
The guy from Edmonton.
Yeah, Connor McDavid.
Yeah.
All right. So that's 2020s.
Is it Mahomes?
It's Mahomes. I didn't say
I went 4 for 4.
You went 4 for 4.
Good.
Impressive. All right. How about the 2010s?
2010s.
Yeah, who's the best baseball player war-wise 2010s? You should know
Trout.
This. Trout. Who's the best football player? You should know this.
Brady.
Who's the best basketball player? You should know this.
LeBron.
Yeah, and then you won't get you could get the hockey player. If you think about it.
It's Ovechkin.
8 for 8.
Wow.
And then the 2000s.
Oof.
Now this is because you're trying to.
I'm trying to put guys in their place.
Baseball.
Okay. How about I think I know it's one of 2 guys.
Yeah.
I'm trying. We always forget when it's got to be. Is it Bonds still?
Bonds was 90s.
Okay. Pujols?
A-Rod.
Really?
Yeah.
I would not have thought he would have been the best player of the 2000s.
Football's a quarterback.
Is that like Peyton?
Yep. NBA?
By the way, that's a mistake. Brady dominated the 2000s. He won 2 Super Bowls early. They had an undefeated season.
Yeah,
that's silly. That should have been Brady again. Okay.
Is AV, that's salary, isn't it?
No, that's your
adjusted value?
Yeah.
Okay. NBA? The 2000s?
That's wow, that's hard. Gosh, I don't know when guys retired. I'm going to say that it's Shaq.
Yeah, it's Dirk. And then Nicholas Lidstrom in hockey, which you wouldn't get.
No, I would not have gotten that.
In the 90s, it was Bonds, Reggie White, MJ, and Ray Bork. In the 80s, it was Ricky Henderson, Lawrence Taylor, Magic Johnson, Wayne Gretzky. 70s, shout out, Tom Terrific.
I'm shocked that Ricky Henderson was the best baseball player of the 80s.
Yeah, WAR.
That shocks me.
70s, Tom Seaver.
No, we're going by WAR, so I like this. This isn't like some dude's list. And again, whether or not you agree with WAR, I don't know. We use it all the time. I'm okay with it.
Alan Page.
Wow.
Kareem and Phil Esposito. And then the 60s, Willie Mays, Johnny U, Wilt Chamberlain, and Bobby Hull. Wow.
You know what's a really good one?
60s measure up against anybody.
I was about to say, put each one of those. Let's do it real quick. Which of those? Let's play. All right. What's the 20s?
Shohei, Mahomes, Jokic, and McDavid. Very good.
Really good.
Really good. But maybe not as good as Trout, Brady, LeBron, and Ovechkin.
Also really good. There was one in there I didn't like so much.
I didn't like A-Rod, Peyton, Dirk, and Nicholas Lidstrom.
No, by far the weakest.
Bonds, White, Jordan, and Ray Bork.
Who's White? Reggie White?
Reggie White.
Ray Bork, though, is just not a scorer enough to me to be that.
Yeah, but Gretzky was the 80s with Ricky, Lawrence Taylor, and Magic. Oof.
I'm surprised that like Lemieux or Yager or somebody wasn't 90s.
No.
Right? Or
yeah.
I mean, you know.
Yeah, that's true. But these are all like.
And Boston and with Bork didn't win either. Or they finally win one, right? Wasn't that a story?
These are all, yes, great.
These are all great for sure. Hall of Fame or most first ballot. So,
yes. And lastly, one more thing. I have the list.
You did bring it here for the 10-minute drill.
I told you I had a bunch.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
I like this.
Sports concepts and rationalizations is the idea. Is that
correct?
Try and
do this again tomorrow.
Well, don't get crazy. Tomorrow I'm mailing it in.
Okay.
Hump Day Wednesday. I like to do trivia.
And then leave.
And I like to do Murph.
Okay.
The rest is just filler for me.
Okay.
If I'm being perfectly honest.
I have one.
Wednesday is a day that if you were planning like, like.
Kids, do not listen to Uncle Dan right now. This is not what you're supposed to be doing.
I'm not staying up late or anything. Wednesday should be the day that you really say, okay, I'm going to bring it on Wednesdays because Hump Day Wednesday.
Me personally, you mean?
Yes.
Okay.
To carry the show.
All right.
Because Hump Day Wednesday, I don't do that.
Oh, okay. I didn't. I wasn't aware this was like a proclamation.
Because in 25 years, you haven't been able to pick up on that, which is a positive.
Oh, no. I picked up on it, friend. I didn't realize it was intentional.
Oh, it's very intentional. Yeah. Yeah, by Wednesday, I gotta reset.
That's it, yeah. And then Thursday, Friday, you're barely worth the flip.
Grab myself a couple drinks.
Yeah.
I got to eat well.
What do you mean by drinks?
Refuel.
Like cocktails?
I want to refuel.
Okay.
I need a little space.
There's word on
Then I come back strong Thursday, Friday.
There's words on the street of the Southside campus that perhaps your services have now been required for not just one, but 2 course loads
I have
this
not
year.
confirmed that.
Oh.
But I do have 2 classes starting Monday.
Well, there you go. What do you mean it's not confirmed? You're going to be there teaching 2 classes.
Well, yes. I guess so.
Yeah. I mean, just the young minds that you're molding right now, and I see them all over town.
Yeah. Well,
I see them right
Sweet
here.
Molly.
Wow, and he wasn't in your class.
No.
He took a pass. Max.
Yeah, I'm a little offended by Max, quite frankly.
Yeah.
But
is Yoda in your class?
I don't know.
I thought he was supposed to take it. Why does he dodge you think?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I saw Yoda
Feeling
this
of
weekend.
impropriety?
We hugged.
He's a wonderful lad.
Yeah.
He's an old man's soul and a young man's body. He's still only like 15 or something.
Very young.
Very young.
But anyway, so yeah, just the Olympic medal count through the history of the Olympics for the United States. 126, the most for us since '84.
Yeah. Now that one, there definitely were no Ruskies.
Yeah, no Ruskies this year. Are you allowed to say that?
I started. Yeah, why not? The Ruskies is fine. I started to watch a movie the other day, and the only reason I bring it up is because I didn't stick with it, and I was a wrestling fan as a kid. But have you watched that Von Erich movie?
Yes,
you did.
Yes.
You liked the whole thing?
Iron Claw.
Yeah, it was good, but I did. But
it was sad.
I didn't.
Heartbreaking.
Yeah, they're a cursed family. It's true. I didn't watch the end. I know the Von Erich story because, like I said, I watched them literally I was a little redneck wrestling fan as a kid, so I watched a lot of the Von Erichs.
Ruskies and rednecks right here on the drill.
I'm good with both.
Yeah.
Terms, I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Other R words, no. I didn't realize, though, that one of those Von Erichs, I thought it was just a wrestling, like propaganda, that one of the Von Erichs literally was going to go to the Olympics and they canceled it. Man, how devastating would that be? You train for 4 or 6 years to go to the Olympics, and then all of a sudden Jimmy Carter walks up and says, yeah, we're going to take a pass on the Olympics.
It happens.
I know it does. Yeah, for sure.
For a lot of countries.
That stinks, man.
Yeah.
I just want to end with this.
Yeah, please.
The bloodlines of athletes, has it always been this way, Dan, or it's just to the fact that we're old now, so we know dudes have dads who play it? Why does every athlete who comes along, I feel like their father was also good at their sport? Like every Bobby Witt Jr., Holidays, like all the hot shots are all, and so now the latest made his debut last night. Billy Wagner's got a kid now who's Major League age.
3 hits.
Will Wagner, debuting for the Blue Jays, had 3 hits, made a web gym play up the middle.
I had no idea that.
I didn't
he had
either.
a
It's
son
just there's
coming
so
up.
many, man.
Yeah.
And the Blue Jays feels like every player on their roster comes from offspring of a good player.
Bo Bichette, Vlad Jr.
I wonder if they target those guys. I don't know if they do.
Well,
or
they
not,
had
but-
Biggio, remember, before they traded him to Dodgers. So anyway, there's.
I think Cavan's out of the league now.
That's a nice little concept and rationalization that you just brought to the table.
Thank you. I was getting a head start on Wednesday's Operation Shutdown.
Okay, good. Good. Practice that. This is the drill on 1010XL, 92.5 FM, 641-1010. The phone lines are now open as we head to break. Gibby, tell them what the prize pack is again, please, sir.
You are going to win a pair of tickets to the Wawa 250, August 23rd in Daytona International Speedway. We'll take caller number 3 right now at 641-1010.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Yo, it's your boy E to the T. And are you ready for the ultimate college football season? Using MyBookie Sportsbook and casino platform, you can bet on every game and win anytime, anywhere, straight from your mobile device. No app needed. Just sign up at MyBookie.com and you're ready to rock. Whether you're rooting for your alma mater or your favorite team, there's no better way to experience this season than having action on the game. And when you know your team well, it's an easy way to take advantage of procs like team win totals and early picks for playoff contention. Last year, MyBookie had some of the best odds on the market for the Wolverines to win the championship. And Michigan bettors who backed their squad saw 10 times the return on their wager. Lock your futures in now while you're waiting for the season to begin and use promo code 1010XL to claim a bonus up to $1,000. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. Come on, somebody.
Hey, when it comes to insurance, I think a lot of us think the same way, right? Like every now and then our minds will wander. We'll think about those monthly premiums, and man, oh man, if something happens to us, we need you to be there. That's what Craig and Chris Kaprosky do. This husband and wife team have teamed up to take care of all of our insurance needs. And when I say take care, I mean it. The Kaproskys are proud of their customer service. In other words, something happens, you call the Kaproskys, they answer, and they get right on it, and they get you answers. They get you results. If they don't answer, they call you right back. And it's homeowners, it's auto, it's flood, it's boat, small business. The Kaproskys will be there for you in your time of need. I can tell you that, and the reason I tell you that is I speak from experience. I've worked with the Kaproskys numerous times. My kids, my grown children have worked with the Kaproskys. Get an insurance checkup today. Craig.Kaprosky at Goosehead.com. Craig.Kaprosky, Koproski at Goosehead.com, or call 478-8422. That's 478-8422.
Mia here. Get it all when you shop Arlington Toyota Pre-Owned. Just listen to this. Over 275 SUVs, over 200 cars, over 100 pickups, over 50 luxury vehicles. That's over 600 vehicles, and they're all in one location. Arlington Pre-Owned even has 125 vehicles under $18,000. Plus, you get Arlington's 60-day exchange program and financing help from their Credit for Everyone program. Shop online anytime at arlingtontoyota.com.
This is Tony Baselli, Pro Football Hall of Famer. I was known for protecting our quarterback. These days, I'm extending that protection to a different arena, your home. I have partnered with Heritage Roofing of North Florida, your premier local roofers with over 25 years of experience. Heritage is your go-to roofer for hurricane preparation, with same-day inspections and estimates. They also work with all insurance companies. Let Heritage Roofing of North Florida safeguard your home and family. Visit heritagenfl.com for your free estimate today.
State license CCC 1335410.
If your ride is making strange noises, don't wait and make it worse. Come to Action Transmission on Merrill Road. My expert technicians can diagnose the problem and likely fix it fast. Experience the difference at Action Transmission on Merrill Road.
Are you tired of living with constant pain from torn ligaments or nagging tendinitis and bothersome joint pain? Say goodbye to endless medications and invasive surgeries. Go BioTarget Regenerative Treatment is available only at injury care centers. Their innovative approach helps you recover faster and get back to doing what you love without drugs or surgery. Don't just treat the symptoms, target the root cause with BioTarget. Visit GoBioTarget.com to learn more and schedule your appointment today.
David Ammon here with Zero Res. So Ammon, your mom mentioned it's been a year since we did a complete house cleaning. The kitchen tile and living room floors are looking pretty dingy. It's time to call Zero Res.
That's right. Most folks know that Zero Res does an amazing job at cleaning their carpets and rugs, but they don't know that Zero Res can clean their tile and grout, LVP, and wood floors.
And right now, Zero Res is offering 25% off all hard floor cleaning. Zero Res,
spelled forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
Spend lunchtime with the ladies.
Hey, where's your sense of adventure?
They don't cook, but they serve up spicy sports talk.
Sure, it's on the menu.
Helmets and heels.
That is a meal.
Switched on by First Coast Lighting and Fans on 1010XL.
Facing a DUI charge or even a boating under the influence charge? Well, I'm your man, DUI lawyer Malcolm Anthony at 285-4LAW. 285-4LAW. Once again, 285-4LAW.
Homeowners, good news for you. Accent on 4. Listen up. Loan Pronto now has mortgage rates that start with a 4. Prosser here. It's true. Mortgage rates have plummeted. So low, we haven't seen them in a long time. If your current rate is over 6%, you can dump it and lower your house payment big time. Loan Pronto just locked in a homeowner at 4.99% APR. So whether you got your loan last week, last month, or last year, it's time to call Loan Pronto. Even if you're in process with another lender, stop now. Call Loan Pronto. Ask about their zero-cost rate reduction home loan. You can lock in a lower rate with no closing costs in a matter of days, with almost no paperwork and usually no appraisal. And if you act now, you can even skip your next 2 house payments. Call now. Loan Pronto can give you a rate quote in minutes with no hard credit pull and no upfront fees like those other guys. Call 904-999-1508 or loanpronto.com. Call 904-999-1508. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781. Owner approved credit, NMLS consumeraccess.org.
This is Dr. Steve Crenshaw, Assistant Team Physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jaguars, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
Jag head coach Doug Peterson likes the versatility being shown by running back Travis Etienne.
He definitely has the ability to line up in some empty formations or even routes out of the backfield. Got really good hands catching the football.
Jaguar rookie Jarian Jones says his battles with fellow rookie wideout Brian Thomas Jr. is helping both players.
I had that battle with him in college. Being able to go against him every day, we put in work together. We came in together.
Former Jag and NFL Network reporter Bucky Brooks was impressed by the team's first preseason win.
I just love the energy and enthusiasm that this team plays with. Also, this energy and electricity around the team where they feel like they're going to be a really, really good team.
At your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguar update, I'm Sam Nelson.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, welcome back to the program. We're rocking and rolling here on a Super Tuesday. It's Hicken and Prosser. We call it the drill. I don't know why we're even getting comments or why there's any interest, but and there must be some sort of contractual obligation.
What do you mean?
Former 49er quarterback Colin Kaepernick says he wants to return to the NFL and he could win a championship. We're still training, still pushing. We've just got to get one of these team owners to open up.
Yeah, OJ's still looking for the killer, too.
I mean,
what are we doing? How many times are we going to run this one back? Stop
I don't know.
Stop it.
When was his last year?
Oh, gosh, it's been 10 years, I bet. Pretty close. I bet it's been 10 years.
I mean, what?
We went to the Super Bowl in 12. Played maybe another couple of years.
16, yeah. 16 was his last year.
Yeah.
8 years gone. We can come right back in.
He's had 4 chances. Teams have worked him out individually. He's had his own combine. You're not winning nothing for nobody. Stop. How old is he? 30 what?
I don't know.
Got to be 36.
Yeah. Bill Barnwell has ranked 14 NFL teams by chances of returning to the 2024 playoffs. These are the teams that went to the playoffs last year.
Okay.
So, as you know, as we all know,
there will be turnover.
There will be turnover. Half the teams, right? Usually 6-7 teams.
Almost, and like
we're up to 14 now that make the playoffs.
In fact, I bet the average is more than half before it's less than half.
Mm-hmm. Number one to make it, ranking the 14 teams who did make it. Now, these are teams that we need to jump over this year. Keep that in mind. Right?
Okay, I got you. I'm following.
Kansas City, obviously.
They're number one. They're the most likely to return.
Some things don't need to be complicated. Picking the back-to-back champs to be the likeliest team to advance to the postseason shouldn't be controversial. Here's an impressive thing about Kansas City. The league's 7th youngest roster a year ago.
That is bad news.
You know, that's impressive. That's a team that knows what it's doing, right? They've won the AFC West by an average of 4 games over the past 5 years.
Imagine the alternate reality where the Jags hired Andy Reid and the Chiefs hired Gus Bradley and Dave Caldwell.
Oh, no, I won't do that. Number 2, San Francisco. Makes sense. Why they're number 2?
I will say this, though. That division makes that one a little dicier, even as good as they are.
Injuries could derail them.
But they got injured last year and it didn't. So I would also put San Francisco, but I do think that division's a little dicier.
Yeah. Number 3. This is interesting. But they were the best team in the regular season last year, the Ravens.
No, I can't put them third, man. I
wouldn't
can't.
either.
No, because Lamar and his playing style, the injury risk for him is greater.
I wanted to say this yesterday. I was going to almost ask Fred about it. And we talk about the NFL is not a little man's game. It's a big man's game. You know, these guys are big dudes, right?
You know, you can't coach size, Hick.
Thank you. And I saw that happen twice this weekend. Hollywood Brown, little dude.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, I stood next to the Worthy kid on the sidelines before the game.
Rookie receiver from Texas.
Bro, that kid's waist has got to be like 26. He is a gazelle.
You feel like Kansas City is, because of Tyreek Hill's success, is like wants that body type on their team.
I get it, but Tyreek Hill was different because he's thick.
Hollywood Brown is more I was thinking.
Yeah.
But you're to your point.
But anyway, the
other
other
guy's
guy,
a speedy.
The other
is he
guy,
short too or no?
He's not tall.
Yeah,
he's thin, man. I mean, bone thin.
Yeah.
He's just going to run verticals, which is fine.
Yeah.
But there's a small, like Devontae Smith seems to have it figured out.
Yeah, he's a little.
But I'm telling you, Wiggins. Remember I said I didn't want to draft Wiggins because he weighed 170 pounds and he went to Baltimore. And I'm like, oh, boy, Baltimore's much better at this than me, so they probably got a star. But he got banged up in the first preseason game. He came up because he's 170 pounds, Jeff. You're tackling guys who are 220 running at you on a sweep.
That's the Clemson
the Clemson corner, yes. So anyway, I wanted to mention that. Baltimore is third. Detroit is fourth. Now, did I read that Gibbs might have done the ACL?
I read
it was a hamstring. Well, it was.
Oh, well, that's going to leave a mark. That's a problem.
This is what I read.
They lose their scat part of that because Montgomery was terrific last year too.
This is from NFL ESPN insider Scott Erickson. It's feared Lions.
The Scott Erickson?
Yeah, I don't know. This is 11 hours ago. It's feared Lions running back Jahmyr Gibbs has suffered an ACL injury. The young star has had a lingering hamstring issue, which correlates with ACL tears. Now, I haven't seen that anywhere else, so
okay.
I don't want to jump the gun on that.
Ooh, that would be bad.
That would be bad.
That'd be a big loss.
That might drop them out of the 4-hole, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Number 5, Green Bay. That's a young team on the
another good young one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
But now we're getting into the.
But here's one that you would argue. Number 6, Buffalo.
I think that's probably a little too high, but I trust that. I trust that quarterback, dude.
Right, but here's what Buffalo's trying to do. What Kansas City did. They're transitioning everyone around Josh Allen. Right. They're trying to get younger, trying to get so they're in that transition. As Kansas City made it successful.
I think Buffalo is. I still think they're going to be the best team in that division. Okay. Although that division you could have like 10. That could look like the South. They could be better than the 3 South teams were, but it could look like the end of last year's South. It could be 10-7, 9-8, 9-8.
Well, the one I wanted to talk about, number 7, the Houston Texans, and one of the things he says is, of course, you could have said much the same 12 months ago about the Jacksonville Jaguars, whose unquestioned reign atop the division lasted for about half a season. The parallels aren't exact. The Texans have added more to the roster this offseason than the Jags did a year ago, but the moves all weren't additive. In other words, Danielle Hunter is good, but he takes over for the departed Jonathan Grenard, who had 12.5 sacks. So
I saw Hunter get a sack the other day, by the way.
The Texans were one of the league's oldest squads, That's a product of the general manager choosing to
got
construct his
older.
roster around lots of veterans on short-term deals during the rebuild.
Well, and then they went and got Mixon and Diggs and Hunter. Those are older guys.
For every team like the Jaguars that does not build on its breakout season, there's one like the 23 Lions who came through and took another leap forward. That's obviously in the range of outcomes for the Texans because of C.J. Stroud. So anyway, they have them at 7, right in the middle.
I think that they're I can't get on board the Texans. Like
Good.
I feel like I'm the only one that watched all of the Texans season last year. And like everyone else just watched the highlights. They watched C.J. Stroud rip people apart. They watched him beat good teams. I feel like I'm the only one that watched the totality of the Texans season, which included a lot of impotence, quite frankly.
Oh, dear. The Cowboys at 8, the Eagles at 9, the Dolphins at 10, and now I'll get to the bottom 4. The Rams, who I like, by the way, added Jared Verse and Brandon and Braden Fisk in the draft. Brought in Darius Williams, who had a really good year for Jacksonville last year. Brought him back. The Bucs are 12. The Browns are 13. And chance to make the playoffs, the Pittsburgh Steelers 14. Why they're number 14, I foolishly chose not to believe in Mike Tomlin magic. So anyway, there are the rankings of the teams, the postseason teams from a year ago.
I really, once you get to Green Bay at 5, and now with Detroit and the injury, Detroit at 4.
Yeah.
Because the problem is now there are too many divisions that seem to have 3 pretty good teams. Like a lot of the time there's 2 good teams, and maybe there's a middle one that's probably not even going to be 500. I feel like more than ever I can find 3 teams that I think could be 500 teams in, I think, more divisions than normal. In other words, I look at the East. I think Buffalo, the Jets, Miami, all teams that could be above 500. I look at the North. Pittsburgh, Baltimore, Cleveland, Cincinnati. I think they all 4 could be over 500. You go to the South. I think that the Jags, the Texans, the Colts, all could be over 500. This is going to be a mad scramble. It's going to look like the NL wildcard race.
Parody. Did you see the story on Jimmy Graham? Did you read that?
No. The tight end, the former tight end?
Yeah.
Is he still in the league?
No. It says the lead is Jimmy Graham doesn't know yet if he'll ever participate in another NFL practice. Currently a free agent, hasn't officially retired from football, knows his plans are set for 2025. While players across the league are sweating during the heat of summer, during training camps next July, Graham will be shivering in the middle of the Arctic Ocean as part of a 4-person team embarking on the Arctic Challenge, a rowing expedition expected to take anywhere from 10 to 21 days. Sleep deprivation, blisters, and outside temps that will hover 37 to 45 degrees will be among the hurdles that they face in an attempt to break the current speed record of 15 days, 5 hours, and 32 minutes.
Yeah, no. I can think of a lot of other things I'd rather do than row across the Arctic.
As his football career winds down, he and his friend Andrew Tropp, a retired Navy SEAL, will join a couple New Orleans rowers. Hannah Huppy and her husband John, 621-mile expedition. They will row nonstop from Tromsø, Norway, Jeff, to Longyearbyen, Svalbard.
Where's that at?
Longyearbyen, Svalbard is a archipelago about halfway between their starting point and the North Pole.
So I'm to understand that we're going to take a rowboat into the North Atlantic?
Yeah, we're going to go row.
Yeah, it's not going to end well.
It's not going to end well?
No, this is going to be a movie. This will be a new Netflix movie in 2028.
How did Graham go from catching passes to sculling the ocean? It started with a few beers.
CTE.
Oh, no.
I was going to go CTE.
Oh, no. We're sitting in a pub in Cambridge, getting a little banged up. We broke it all down and said, listen, brother, you're the only human being I could do this with in the world, and the only one I could be on a boat alone with that long. It's a life goal of mine to row across the ocean. So this guy's going to do it. Jimmy Graham is like out rowing in this boat with these other 3 people trying to set a record. Jimmy Graham.
Yeah, people love challenge. Some people they love challenges. God bless him. That doesn't, I don't. Yeah. It's the cold, Dan, and it's the North Atlantic. I mean, no one saw Titanic. I reckon that was kind of an under the radar flick.
Don't hit the iceberg.
While everybody, I know, I'm just going to conclude with this. While everybody just does a little, they've planned the parades in Houston. I want to remind everyone what the Texans really were last year.
What were they?
The Texans were a team,
yes,
that lost at home to Indianapolis.
Okay.
That lost at the Atlanta Falcons. that lost at the Carolina Panthers. How many games they win, Dan?
They were not good. They won.
Who lost at home to the Jaguars.
Mm-hmm.
And who lost at the Jets. Oh, well, Jeff, Stroud got hurt last year. All of the losses I just told you, at the Jets, to the Jags, at the Panthers, at the Falcons, and home to the Colts, all while C.J. Stroud was healthy and quarterbacking the team. That's not when Davis Mills or Case Keenum came in. So again, beat Denver at home by 5.
Mm-hmm.
Beat the Arizona Cardinals at home by 5. They're a good team. This notion of Houston had some freaking Kansas City light is gross. And their season last year was not this coming out, oh my God, that everyone is acting like. And I'll just go to the finale against the Baltimore Ravens. How'd they do the next week against a real contender, Dan? How did Baltimore do in the AFC Championship game at home against, the real Chiefs? How did they do?
They lost.
Yeah, Houston went up to Baltimore. C.J. Stroud, the next Brady, went 19 of 33 for $175.
Mm-hmm.
They lost 34-10.
We got a lot coming up. We got brunch with the tour. We got the Lockett Law High School report. No, before you blow. That and more on deck in the 8 o'clock hour right here on The Drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Find the high groove. It's showtime. This Sunday at Michigan International Speedway. Brought to you by the Plumbers and Pipefitters Local Union 234 on your NASCAR station. 1010XL. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Certainly facing interesting economic times. I can't speak for all of us, but for me, it's comforting to know my money's in good hands with ITP Partners. Those are Jacksonville guys, and they take care of my Jacksonville money. Listen, I don't know what to do with the economy. I don't know how to invest. I got to find people I trust, and the ITP Partners are more than just people that work for it. They're friends, and that's Chris Bryan and Jeff Hartman. That's Reagan Wright, Dan Abel. That's Reed Wingate, and that's 3 generations of Hickens and friends and family who invest with ITP Partners. They listen to each of us, and they give us individualized strategies. Our goals become their priority. It's a good time to get started. Get in the game right now. ITP Partners are there to help. Chris at ITPPartners.com or call 312-9751, 312-9751. They're ITP Partners, man. They're the best in the business, and they're my financial partners for life.
Clearwater. John, I can't even mow my side yard. It's so soggy. Man, my builder sucks.
Brent, calm down. This is a common problem in neighborhoods where houses are built too close together. You need gutters and a properly installed French drain that will soak up subsurface water. We can completely dry it up.
So I can take my builder off my speed dial now, huh?
Yeah, we got you, buddy. Let that builder bitterness go.
Clearwater irrigation and drainage too.
All right, gang, tanking can kind of be a negative in sports, right? If your team is tanking, they're not very good. But let me tell you when tanking is great, when it's mortgage rates that are tanking and you have Loan Pronto on your side. Great news for homeowners. My friends at Loan Pronto have rates that start with a 4. Best rate in years. If your current rate is over 6%, you can dump it, lower your house payment, and I mean big time. Loan Pronto has locked in, folks, recently at 4.99% APR. There's that 4. Whether you got your loan last week, last month, or last year, time to call Loan Pronto. Maybe you're already in the process with another lender. That's why they call it second opinions. Stop now, call Loan Pronto, and ask about their zero-cost rate reduction home loan. You can lock in a lower rate with no closing costs in a matter of days with almost no paperwork and usually no appraisal. And if you act now, you can even skip your next 2 house payments. Sound good? Call now. Loan Pronto can give you a rate quote in minutes with no hard credit pull and no upfront fees like the other guys. 904-999-1508. 999-1508 or loanpronto.com.
Guys, feeling deflated in the bedroom? ED, low T, no energy? If your stuff is broken, call 904-STROKEN or 904stroken.com. No shots in the first treatment, now free. Fix your ED at 904stroken.com.
I've known Glenn Coleman for a long time as a friend and a lawyer. Persistent and fair, Glenn and his firm have represented clients from North Florida and South Georgia for over 40 years in all kinds of personal injury cases. If I had such a case, call Glenn. at Barnes, Cohen, and Sullivan.
Tropic Fan Fest is on at Tropical Smoothie Cafe. You know what that means. Free smoothies for Tropic Rewards members all week. Monday, free smoothie. Tuesday, free smoothie. Wednesday, another one. Thursday, another one. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you guessed it, more free smoothies with Bowler food purchase. Don't miss a day. Download our app and join Tropic Rewards to get in on the fun. Tropic Fan Fest is now through August 18th at Tropical Smoothie Cafe. Terms and conditions apply.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Are you worried about your roof? Protect it with a lifetime shingle transferable warranty with Universal Roof and Contract. Save up to $1,250 on your roof replacement, plus flexible financing up to 15 years. This expires August 31st and restrictions apply. Call 855-ROOF-HELP or visit universalroof.com to schedule your free roof inspection. License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
UniversalRoof.com. D.V. Beatrice from Beatrice Plumbing here. A lot of plumbing companies say a lot of things. We focus on what customers say. Like who a few weeks ago, Donna, said the entire experience was the best fix-it experience she ever had. Or Chris, whose hot water went out on a Saturday and he thanked us for getting it fixed that night. Because that's the difference when you hire a real plumber. They show up to fix the problem. So next time you need a plumber, remember Beatrice Plumbing. Because real plumbers fix problems real fast.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Hey, school's in session, and here's today's lesson. We have hundreds of new vehicles. Camrys starting at $329 a month. RAV4s for $349 a month. Tundras as low as $499 a month. And they all come with a 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. That means you and your soon-to-be drivers will be protected for the next 20 years. Plus, every purchase will help fund a teacher's project in our schools. Your next assignment, get to Beaver Toyota St. Augustine. Deadline August 31st. We're here to wow you and our teachers.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry, this free examination, normally $199, is yours for free and good only through Sunday. For your free examination, call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Call now.
Hi, I'm David Lane, your average everyday Joe. I'm 5 months out of my back surgery with Southeast Orthopedic, and I'm doing great. Thanks to Dr. Herford and his staff at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
David Garrard here. Playing in the NFL can put a lot of wear and tear on your body, especially your knees. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists has kept me mobile and ready to tackle every day.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Chad and Sandy Real Estate. Gator head coach Billy Napier sees this week as an important one for the team.
This is a big week for us. We started today. We're seeking consistency. We're seeking habits that will hold up on game day, and we've got to have urgency to get that done.
Gator quarterback Graham Mertz, during an appearance on the Paul Feinbaum Show, expressed his enthusiasm to get the season started.
We're excited for the next opportunity, and we know that we got a few more weeks before the season to start. We need to fine-tune some details and get better, but I think that the biggest thing is that we're just excited.
On Monday, four-star guard C.J. Ingram announced his commitment to the University of Florida basketball program. Ingram is a legacy commit. His father, Cornelius, played tight end for the Gators. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
79 degrees at 8:04. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
10XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Riddle me this, Daniel Patrick Hicken.
Yes.
I'm just looking ahead to I'm looking forward to seeing the heat turned up on the spotlight on this Florida-Miami game, especially here in state. It's going to take us back to an era where, Florida State-Miami or Florida-Miami would open the season and get you going, man. It gets your juices flying a lot more than even if it's Utah or a good team, right? So there's a lot going to be a lot of focus on Gainesville and Miami of Florida. It seems to be a race of which of these teams can get back to relevance. Florida certainly has been there more recently. It's been 20 years since Miami could claim any national stake in much. Not that Rick didn't have them, I think, 10-0 one year. And then they lost their last 3, I think, if memory serves. But my point is this.
What is the point?
I sit here looking at this game. Miami and Florida were in the exact same spot 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Just struggling. Time to try it again. Let's go get a new coach. Miami went and got Cristobal. The Gators went and got Billy Napier. Right? Certainly came from different paths. Cristobal had double-digit win seasons at a Power 5 school in Oregon, so carried a little bit more on his resume coming in. But he came to Miami, Dan. Napier came to Florida. Year 1, Miami goes 5-7. They miss a bowl. Florida goes 6-6 and loses a bowl. Last year, Florida went 5-7. Miami went 6-6 and then won their bowl to go 7-6. The two teams in 2 years under their coaches have been almost the exact same.
Right.
They've been the exact same. They each wanted to go get a coach. They each chose different paths. They each have given them. Their coaches, for the most part, have disappointed. Mario Cristobal, all I had to do was kneel on the stinking ball. You want to make fun of Billy Napier and special teams goofs or whatever?
Can't do that.
Right.
Right.
So why is it that the narrative around each program and the optimism meter, not just from within there, but from the national media, why is Miami ranked 19th? Look, I know what the answer is going to be. You don't pay attention to the transfer portal. Miami got bloody blah, blah. Listen, I don't believe that Miami's additions this offseason versus Florida are some overwhelming.
Well, then you think Florida will win?
I don't know.
And
I just don't know. It's not about who's going to win or lose or a prediction or who, should they. It's why is there such a difference in how the two programs are?
Well, a lot of it has to do with the quarterback. Even though Graham Mertz is thought of as he had a good year, he still doesn't get the respect that they when you have somebody new who had that year that he had last year and he's coming in. Now, Miami's had this before with some kids that didn't pan out, as quarterbacks. But I think that's a big part of it because if you look, he's wasn't he ACC preseason player of the year?
Yeah,
Graham Mertz is listed as the 8th best quarterback in the SEC. So there's a big difference, man.
Well, now
even
we're
though
talking,
you could say they're a wash, but
we're talking. I don't think they're a wash, but we're talking. That has more to do with the conference than the player.
Well,
if Cam Ward were in the SEC, he damn sure wouldn't be the number 1 quarterback. He'd be 5th.
Okay,
or somewhere, right? That's all I mean.
Yeah.
It seems like there should be hot seat talks Billy Napier. It just seems like they should be the same. Now, look, Cristobal has a 10-year, I think, $80 million contract. There's no talk of a hot seat there, I guess is what I'm saying. Do I overestimate because what we do, the feeling of a hot seat or Billy Napier, or is that actual? Is it warm? It may not be hot toward getting fired, but it's warm into something. At some point, it's got to break right here.
Well, there's a general thought process that the fans will put him on the hot seat, but that
the university's okay.
The administration remains behind him for this year and next.
Let me ask you a hypothetical question, which is by definition impossible to definitively answer. If Billy Napier goes 4-8, do you think he'll be back next year?
I think it'll be really hard.
Okay. If Mario Cristobal goes 4-8, will he be back at Miami next year?
I don't know the Miami program, but I would guess more yes.
Yeah, right. I don't think I think there'd be a reason and a rationale and this, that, or the other. And I don't think they're going 4-8. That's not the point. I also think that the narratives around each have to do with something that has nothing to do with where they sit as the season opens, and that's the schedule in front of them. I think Florida's narrative and expectation and chatter is dumbed down some by this just assertion that they like I said earlier. I can't see him better than 6-6. I could see him better than 6. I do not think they'll be 6. If you ask me, will they be? What's more likely to be better than 6-6 or worse than 6-6 because of that schedule? I'd say it's more likely to be worse. What a big game coming out of the gates, and no Montreal Johnson stinks if they indeed don't have him. And at the very least, you'd think they'd have him banged up.
Greeny went off the chains yesterday. The ESPN.
Mike Greenberg.
Yeah, he's
never heard of him.
He's an idiot.
Oh, what happened? Here it comes, ladies and gentlemen.
And I understand recency bias.
Okay.
And I assume he's just doing this for clicks or debate or whatever. I need to have a debate. I will give you an example of what it would be like. But to come out and say that Steph Curry's shot against Paris is the most memorable shot in the history of basketball might be the most district attorney thing I've ever heard.
I don't even know which one he's talking about. The one that rimmed and then came back in against Serbia?
No, the one that he hit against France.
They were up 6. It gave him a 9-point lead. That's stupid.
His list is Curry, Jordan round 1, game 5, Christian Laettner, Ray Allen, Chris Jenkins. I would argue,
that's just
Jeff Prosser, I would argue that Willis Reed's early jumper in Game 7 against the Lakers.
You're going way back there.
In 1969 was more impactful than Steph Curry making a terrific three-point shot that gave them a bigger lead, which a game they were going to win.
I can even go a contrarian way and gauge a big shot. Mm-hmm. No one said it had to go in.
Right.
But LeBron's chase down and block in the finals is a lot more iconic than that. Steph Curry shot was just to pad the lead shot.
Uncle Drew's shot for the Cavs in that game was more impactful.
I can literally come up with 100.
I'm telling you,
bigger shots in basketball history than that one. It's not even memorable. No, that's just
that might be the most district attorney thing.
Yeah,
and district attorney folks,
dumb A,
yeah,
dumb attorney.
A thing that I've ever heard in my life.
Well, that's pretty. That's
as
pretty
far
big.
as a sports take. Like, are you kidding me, dude? What are you doing?
There's no way to come up with that. It's not even the most memorable shot of the Olympics.
Not Steph Curry's.
How about this? It's not even the most memorable shot of that game. The most memorable shot of that game was that France guy going over LeBron for the extended dunk. Or did you catch this play, by the way? I told you the other day. No, I discovered this guy that Wemby's going to be a problem. Did you watch France USA at all, or you weren't able to watch it?
No.
Okay, I watched it almost the whole game.
Mm-hmm.
Buddy, Wemby had a play in the first half. Because that game stayed close the first half.
Oh, I did watch the beginning of it.
All right, so Wemby has a play in the first half. It's not
Wemby started off hot.
Yeah, it's not right in the beginning, but the play I'm talking about, he got the ball, on the rebound, he brings it up court, and then like between the top of the key and the foul line, he's being guarded by, I think, Embiid. He gave him a stutter step. Did you see that? Gives him a stutter step yo-yo and then goes around him like a guard. I mean, he left Embiid just, standing there holding the groceries.
We were watching the game because
and then went in and dunked.
We were watching the game and we were like, why is Genius have Embiid on Wemby? That's not a good. He can't stay with Wemby. That's not a good matchup. And eventually he pulled him out.
All right, let's get Joe you in.
Okay.
I don't know what Kerr was doing. He's just proven he's smarter than
Morning, Joe.
Than everybody else. I've gotten a text, by the way, if somebody said, what would Florida's record be if they played Miami's schedule? I don't know. I don't care. They play Florida's schedule.
Yeah.
They play Miami.
Hey, we lost our bowl game. We lost our bowl game, Jeff. We didn't win the bowl game last year.
Oh, so you were 7-5 and then lost. So, 7-5 is a marker.
Miami has
better.
a horrific bowl game record over the last 12, don't they, Joe?
Right? We have
like 1-11 or something. Is that correct?
Yeah. That sounds about right. The reason we're ranked 19th, I think, because people nationally, I think the pundits doubt Cristobal. I think if you look at the talent on the team, we should be ranked higher. And you ask why all this hype. We have the most preseason all ACC players. This team is loaded, bro. I mean, It's like I said, that's why the outlook. I don't know about why the difference between Florida's outlook and Miami's, but
right.
I don't know if I stated it the right way. It wasn't about Florida not getting hype or Miami getting hype. It was just about like but you answered that too. You answered the same. That's not exactly what I was saying, but I think your answer summed up either one. So I'll just leave it at that.
I think the lines, the way Mario builds teams, we're still a year or two away. But I mean, the offensive lines, the defensive line. I mean, we look I mean, these dudes is good, bro. And, wide receiver core, wide receiver, running back, this team is good. But they doubt Mario.
Yeah,
the
we'll see.
pundits doubt that Mario, he might screw it up, is what the national thing is. But realistically, talent-wise, this is a top, definitely 15, top 12 team.
Yeah, that's fair. There's probably 30 teams that can make that argument.
Fair enough, Joe.
Thank you, Joe. Appreciate you.
it.
All right, we'll do brunch with the tour when we come back. It's Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. You're listening to The Drill.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
You have heard about the 1010XL YouTube channel. Now check out our team-specific channels, 1010XL Jaguars, 1010XL Gators, and 1010XL Seminoles, bringing up specific, up-to-the-minute video coverage of your favorite local team. And find us on YouTube today.
At Hodges Mazda, we are proud of our solid reputation in the Jacksonville community. Lauren Brooks here. As your hometown Mazda dealer, our high customer service standards and our huge inventory of new and used cars provide our customers a consistently first-rate car buying experience. Our professional non-commissioned sales team puts your best interest first without exception. And every vehicle purchased from Hodges Mazda comes with 2 years free maintenance. Visit Hodges Mazda today or shop online at HodgesMazda.com and discover the Hodges Mazda difference.
This is your Duval Minute, brought to you by Lift Power, your turnkey solution for all warehouse needs.
For those who doubt Trevor Lawrence, he has had a stretch of brilliance in his NFL career, the end of 2022. And I'm not saying 1 or 2 games. I'm taking a 20-game swath where he went 15-5, most importantly, where he threw 26 touchdowns and only 8 interceptions, where he had 11 games where he was rated over 100. That's the kind of Trevor Lawrence we want to see week in and week out from start to finish. Obviously, injuries had a big part to do with it last year, and the year before was his second season, and he got hot in the second half of the year. I think that's why, and that's where the Jaguars think they're going to get something special with Trevor Lawrence. And that's your Duval Minute, brought to you by Lift Power. Summer is here. The job market is hot, hot, hot. Lift Power looking for experienced lift, truck, and dock and door technicians in the Jacksonville area with benefits including a 401k, a company vehicle, paid training, a sign-on bonus. Man, oh man, this offer is too good to pass up. Come see why Lift Power. Also, by the way, one of the best places to work for the past several years. It's voting. Our rapidly growing business has proudly served the Jacksonville area for more than 50 years. We call that stability. We want you to be part of our family. Do not let a great opportunity slip by. Learn more. Just go to liftpower.com.
Opportunity for you. The 20-pound summer slim down with Awaken 180 weight loss. Dropping 20 pounds before summer ends, cruising to your goal of 30, 40, 50-plus pounds down. It's simple. You take the last few weeks of summer, eating, drinking, enjoying the weather, but the difference? You're doing it with the 20-pound summer slim down. But you say, heck, summer's almost over. Well, that's the point. The pounds melt off fast with Awaken 180. I dropped my first 20 in less time, and that easy 20 propelled me to reach my goal of losing over 85 pounds. Think about it. You're about to slide back into the same old fall routine with the same old mindset. Mix it up. Live up the rest of your summer while dropping the first 20. Then jump into fall with a whole new groove. Yeah, I said it, and you'll be saying it too in just a few weeks. 20-pound summer slim down with the solution for weight loss. Online, awaken180weightloss.com.
Expert Automotive is ready to keep you cool this summer. Right now, get an AC inspection or a system cooling checkup. Your choice for only $19.99. Their gift to you this summer is $50 off any service and a free tire rotation with any service. Their ASE certified technicians can keep your car cool without breaking the bank this summer. Call them at 374-3373 to get an appointment today. Expert Automotive. They never sell greed, only what you need.
Does the building you go to work in every day need a little love and attention? Jason Parker here with Performance Painting. Great companies take great care of the buildings their staff and customers walk into every day. If the building you're in doesn't match the vision you have for your company, we can help. Go to performance-painting.com. Our highly trained team makes the difference. Quality coatings applied with pride.
Performance Painting.
Daytona always brings the drama.
Everything's on the line. The risk will be higher.
3 wide.
Look how insane this is.
Gunning to keep playoff hopes alive. It's now or never.
It's the most stressful night of racing that you'll ever go through.
For an unforgettable weekend of family fun, high wattage star power, and a front row seat full of fireworks. NASCAR weekend at Daytona International Speedway, August 23rd and 24th. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
It's about the hunt.
Captain Kevin Favor here with Captain Kirk and Jeff Lageman.
We take you from the water to the woods. On the Nimnicht Outdoors Show. Presented by Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning.
Let's go to the woods, y'all.
Saturday mornings from 7 to 10 on 1010XL.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry, this free examination, normally $199, is yours for free and good only through Sunday. For your free examination, call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Call now.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, Brunch with the Tour. Brought to you by
Clearwater Irrigation and Drainage too.
Brunch, provided by Chick-fil-A on 1010XL.
Stewie Moore on an extended vacation. I mean,
or headed
but
to Memphis.
We're grateful to have Tom Alter here. We actually prefer Tommy.
Happy to be here.
And it's good to see you. Let me give you I want to dive right into a couple things.
Hit me.
I'm going to give you, I'm going to read this. I thought this is like somewhat maybe a defense on Cooch.
Yes.
And his antics. You tell me.
I was there this weekend.
You were there?
Yes.
Oh,
he didn't make a lot of friends. But,
oh no!
Yeah, I listen before you go through it. Before you say what it is, consider the source. Man.
I understand, but let me read it.
There is no justification. This guy's so tone deaf. Go home, live in his ivory tower. He's just total district.
Here's a
attorney,
take
man.
on Cooch that might be a little different. Cooch was ticked about the pace of play, especially with Rye. Yay or nay?
The problem with Cooch is he's one of the slower players.
Okay.
He's Mr. 3-4 practice swings before every shot.
All right. He was mad at the players, tour leadership, and rules officials for doing nothing about it. He felt that Max's meltdown and loss of a 4-stroke lead late in the round was connected to the pace of play in low light conditions. By 18, he was ready to blow a gasket, infuriated. They let those guys play slow as molasses and to make the last group finish in the low light conditions. He teed off into Rye on 18 because he was ticked, not because he wanted to finish the hole. He wanted to punish the tour and rules officials. Plus, he make sure he didn't lose 100K.
Can I just say this?
Picked up his ball and walked off as a big middle finger to the tour. He wanted to save some face publicly, so he gave little hints and indications, but tried to play it off as a non-FU to the tour. It backfired because he doesn't understand the average Joe at all into a PR nightmare, so more spin and apologies. Yeah, is there any truth to any of that theory?
You just described it. Yeah, that's all true. He's a DA, 100%.
He apologized profusely after his round.
Too bad. Too late.
Were you there in the morning? Did you have to come back?
I did not stay.
Okay.
I caught a 6 a.m. flight. I did not have to stay.
I thought they should have turned the sprinklers on him.
But
let me tell you what.
Dozens of tour staff had to stay.
Yeah.
And of course,
just for him.
Just for him.
And he didn't understand that being rude. Is he oblivious or is he a DA? That's probably not a fair question to you. Jeff, is he oblivious or is he a DA?
He's not even a D. He's a DB. He's not even a dumb A. He's not even. That's what he does. Isn't dumb. It's mean. He's a jerk.
Yeah.
And he gives that hokey, howdy-doody smile, and I've had enough of it. This dude's been walking around. You're not standing up for anyone. And by the way, if you hit your golf ball to another group of players, you should be suspended for a year. How about that, howdy freaking goofy?
Yeah, he thought he was doing the right thing, and he was, to your point about being tone deaf, it was completely misplaced.
Why did he get a...
nice fourth round, by the way, there, jackass.
Why did he get a drop?
Because there was a scoreboard in his way at a second shot.
Okay.
Which he didn't know about on Sunday, and in effect, that probably helped him. He probably would have made bogey. Instead, he made a par.
Yeah.
So he saved.
So he's
not even that much.
Yeah.
Is he in the 70?
No,
of
that's
course
the
he's
thing.
not. Right? Is he anywhere near anything?
There was nothing.
He's not
this
even
guy.
in the 70s.
No, that's part of the story. There's nothing at stake.
There's nothing at stake.
You
That's
can
the
make
part.
a 12. It wouldn't matter.
Yes.
God knows you're not going to tip anyone before you leave.
It was only about his personal money and his personal points. Now, he wants to finish in the top 125.
Hey, and if Pops is listening on the way to tennis, call him and tell him.
And he improved from 111 to 105 in the FedEx Cup. But
that's great. Good job, Matty.
A par or a bogey wasn't going to cost him really anything.
Bad move by him.
It's not the first.
Not a good
Again,
move.
it's enough now. It's
good
enough now. This is too many with this guy. He is the consummate example. He's lucky he's so impotent as a player, that he's so non-threatening. Because if we knew a lot more about this dude, if he was good, I have a feeling it wouldn't end well.
Well, on the flip side, Aaron Rye, who ended up winning the tournament, is like one of the most respected and likable guys on tour.
He lives in Ponte Vedra, too.
He looks at you.
Does he
right
live
in
here
the
still?
eye. He lives here in Ponte Vedra.
He bought a house here a couple years ago. He's a first-timer at the Players.
He's from England,
right?
So he will spend summers over there and winters here. And he's just such a nice guy. I mean, I don't really like him wearing two gloves because I think that's weird. But he's so.
He's had some opportunities and he knocked through, and it was kind of neat for him. I'm glad he won because the other kid, I didn't like the other kid falling apart, but the other kid can kind of say, hey, you know what? And has he been in contention?
A few times. I mean, he was in the top 60, and so he's well safe into the playoffs. But the thing about Aaron is that he had stood on the side and congratulated like two or three guys because he's been in contention a lot in the last couple of months.
Right.
And so he's there congratulating everyone else, and finally it was his turn.
You didn't have to do a lot. That's right. You told us you were going. You didn't have to do a lot of figuring, though, did you? Because it was kind of when I looked up at the 70, it was like there was like a space.
There was no advancement. It's only the second time it's ever happened in the 17 years that we had. Nobody moved in, nobody moved out.
So it wasn't that dicey.
Well, it was dicey for Victor Perez, who's number 70.
Okay.
Who's by another class act, coming from France and getting fourth in the medal chase. So he was 70 all week, and he bounced around a little bit on Sunday, but he eventually, finished 70th.
All right. So where do we go this week?
So now we are in our first playoff event. So the top 70 advance.
Right.
And only the top 50 will advance out of Memphis.
Okay.
We play the FedEx St. Jude Championship at Memphis at TPC Southwind.
Okay.
And only the top 50 advance to stay in the playoff chase to hopefully make the top 30 and the Tour Championship and a chance at the FedEx Cup, which this year, first prize is $25 million.
It's $25 million.
25 for the FedEx Cup.
And didn't Scheffler just got $8 million for winning that?
Yes.
Season.
I read something about Scotty.
What is he up to now? Like $35 million?
Yes.
Well, he's got they got the PIP money still to come.
He also has PIP money,
which
is unofficial.
Right.
And the Comcast bonus.
At the end of the day, the guys who stayed are making more than the guys who left.
Oh, yes.
They're making more in the end of the day. So, I mean,
Scotty
whatever.
Scheffler's going to make way more money
than anybody over there. So, yeah, good move, Scotty.
Yeah.
Way to stick around.
And the thing about making the top 50, which is what is at stake, this not only do they advance to the BMW Championship, which will be at Castle Pines outside of Denver, they also will be fully exempt into all of the signature events for next year. So the players who are
if you're top 30?
No, top 50.
Oh, top 50. So this is a big week.
So that's a big week. In previous years, guys were super excited to get into the playoffs, and they were super excited to get into the Tour Championship. But this week, to get into BMW is like, if I don't make it, it's, I've had a good year. But now they really want to make it to get in that top 50 to get into those signature events.
Interesting.
Yeah, there's a lot to play for.
Do you like, I mean, they used to full field to 100, 170, 50, 30. Is that how it went?
Eventually, in the beginning,
we eliminated
125, and then it eventually got. I do like 70, 50.
You do, and that's just giving everyone one more tournament to play that's before the cuts come.
So there's some real, it was kind of like having the playoffs and everyone got in, kind of like the NHL.
Okay.
But now it's only the top 70 make it. So, about 1/3, 2/5 of the field qualify.
Where is last year? We remember Justin Thomas and the chip and everything.
Yes, that was a great
Now he's in, but where is he ranked overall? Like, how much better of a year has he had?
Oh, a much better year.
Yeah.
He's
but he didn't
top 30, I think.
He did not win, is that correct?
He has not won.
Right.
But he has played.
But for him, it's about winning. So
Of course. But, he didn't make the playoffs last year, so it's definitely an improvement for him. He's had a lot of good rounds, but he's also
that
had
French
a
guy.
lot of bad rounds.
No, he won all the way to 62. Huh.
Yeah, Justin Thomas is in the top. He's 19.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he's
in
right
the FedEx?
In FedEx. So he's right on the cusp of being guaranteed to make it to the Tour Championship, which would be a remarkably improved season.
He hasn't won this year, has he?
He has not won.
No. Interesting. Well,
it's hard to know how the big boys are going to approach it, right? I mean, if you're Scheffler, you just want to keep winning money to win money. This means nothing, this tournament.
The thing is, he's come into last 2 years with a chance to win the FedEx Cup. Could have, should have won the FedEx Cup, and he hasn't done it. So that's something that he hasn't done. So
maybe
I
he wants to do it.
That he's motivated to go in and close the deal on one of the great all-time seasons.
Well, listen, I don't. Gibby, I don't know if you put out the money, but there wasn't a lot last week anyway.
Yeah, I did.
Well, yours truly had on Sunday. Cam Young was tied for the lead,
and
that was my pick. But on Sunday, it was also the end of the second round, which was the end of the third round. And then
he went all. He
we
fell
also
way down.
crowned a champion, but it was not the end of the fourth round. It was one of the strangest.
It was hard to keep track of online, so to
Yes.
speak, because of the way.
Anyway, so Cam Young, he disappointed me. Let's just.
I don't think. Do you have it added up?
I do, yeah. So it's pretty close. Prosser 21.8, Hicken 21.3.
So we got nothing, either one of us, pretty much.
Hicken got 31 grand.
I got
between
zeros.
Sung Jae, yeah, you got zeros.
So literally nothing happened.
Billy Ho gave me a little T7, so I like that.
What'd he have? How much money?
Billy Ho got 250 grand.
And what did Cam Young end up with? We don't even count y'all anymore. You're
well,
safe.
combined between him and Zalatoris, got 79.
Okay.
These two.
Yeah, Willie Z, he missed the cut on me again.
Okay, so it's Cam got him a solo, 79.
Oh, I'm getting something very disheartening about our friend Stuart Moore.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
And I feel like I need to share it with the listeners because integrity matters.
Okay.
And listen, we may be losers, Jeff and myself.
Okay.
But we play it out.
Right.
We play it out. If we lose, we lose. We pay our punishment. We've slapped each other with fish. We've dumped ice on us. We've run miles.
A lot of terrible things.
A lot of awful, awful things. Stuart Moore apparently finished last in fantasy and has not done his last place punishment.
Oh.
When last year?
No, not with us. In his little fantasy league.
Football fantasy?
Yes.
Wow.
And has not completed. I'd like to ask what his last place punishment is, and I will look forward to hearing what that is.
Well, he'll be in town next week, so you can definitely challenge him.
But that's weak. You can't do that. You got to follow through.
You got to. So
put the sad
I'm
clown
headed
on
to
him.
Memphis on Friday.
You'll be up there.
I'll be talking to players and the local media and just letting them know about the FedEx Cup stories, who's advancing and who's not. So we said that there was no moves at Greensboro, but traditionally, once you get into the playoffs, because the points are worth 4 times what they normally are at a regular event, so there's some volatility. There'll be 7, 8, 9 guys that move up and down.
Well, this is how I look at it. We have 2 weeks left in our thing. I'm in last place. If
They're
Scotty,
both big purses.
If Scotty doesn't, me and Jeff, it's if Scotty doesn't do it this week, I'll pick him again next week. I got 2 shots for Scotty to win. If Scotty does win this week, then Jeff gets him next week, and then I could be in trouble. So I'm taking Scotty Scheffler with the first pick.
Well, that's smart.
I have to.
You got to.
He has not done great at Memphis.
It's a $20 million purse.
Yeah. But I like what you said. He might be
I think
inspired.
He's motivated.
Yeah.
I think he's motivated.
Like, I'm going to finish this thing up.
Yeah.
So, Jeff, you're up.
I'm torn here, man. It's like you got the good golfers. They're all so safe and positioned but yet if you're going to go down and find that guy who needs it, right? I mean, good luck and differentiating between,
don't
Chris
give away
Kirk
anything.
and,
Oh, no. Just say who
Ben
you're picking.
Griffin.
Yeah.
I am going to God, he was so bad in that final round at the Olympics, but he's been so good in the second half. I got to go Schauffele. I don't trust it.
Every day we're shuffling.
Hasn't particularly played well there, but I'm going to go Schauffele only because he's, I don't know. He can't catch Scheffler. None of this matters. It scares me.
Yeah.
It scares me.
It does. Gibby is next. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. You're going to leave me Rory. I'll take him.
Mm-hmm.
Rory
You
McIlroy.
guys like the chalk.
Yeah, we do.
Well, we have to, dude. I mean, we got to go conservative.
I
here.
had to take Scheffler. Now you have 2 picks.
I have 2 picks, so I'm going to go a little off the board, give you guys a shot.
Thank you.
But one guy I think who's
You have nothing to lose, by the way.
when he's hot,
Yes.
and he usually pays it off. I'm
Yes.
going with Billy Horschel.
Yes.
That's fair.
He's on a roll.
Not bad.
He's done this before in the FedEx Cup.
What about old Mark Hubbard? Would you go with him? Are you considering him at all? Mark Hubbard.
I am considering Justin Thomas, but he hasn't won forever. So you know who I'm also going to go with? Someone who hasn't won this year.
Eric Van Rooyen?
I'll go with some chalk. I'll go with Colin Morikawa.
No.
That's what I was about to take. I thought we were helping each other here.
No, we're not. We're sorry.
What just happened there?
That takes us to Gibby.
Well, I know who Jeff wants, but
you're going Oberg?
No.
Oh.
I'm going. Let's see. I'll go Fleetwood. Tommy.
Fleetwood.
Silver medalist.
Silver medalist.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the money on the line. I'm going with the Batman and Robin of the ATM machine.
Can't play.
Did you go with Cantley?
Give me Cantley with Schauffele. I'm going to ride those 2 Southern California rats. Those dirty rats better hit the ATM.
I think that's just awful.
Now, Cantley,
He's ferociously attacked poor Xander.
again, Cantley hasn't won this year. But
Yeah.
Cantley's second, I just learned at FedEx. Can you do it again, Patty? Give me a second.
Yeah, he has a great record in the playoffs. So he's a good pick.
Okay.
It's like when he gets
nice.
hot.
Thank you.
Yes.
Talking dirty me.
I mean, he's won BMW a couple of times. And, of course, he's won a tour championship in the FedEx Cup.
All right, that leaves me, and I will take. Oh boy. Oh.
Hard, isn't it?
It is hard. This guy has not done well for me.
I love it. Grinding those gears.
I'm just
going to give you a word of wise. Whatever you do, not take Hovland. Every time I take him,
Yeah, I'm not taking Hovland.
Awful.
I'm either taking. I could take Hideki-san. I could take Finau.
I consider both of them.
I could take Tom Kim, but
Tom Kite.
Yeah, not Tom Kite. And Corey Connors is kind of a Horschel-like guy, and he's played well at this course, I think. What Rob Bolton has told me. But I'm going to take Hideki-san. I'm going to stay true. I'm going to go with Hideki.
So Hideki, I almost took
gets
him
left
in the final round last year.
Uh-huh.
He shot like 30 on the back 9
Okay.
to jump all the way into the top 50.
Okay.
And I don't think I've ever seen him happier in my entire life. He
Oh.
was giddy.
Hideki-san.
Hideki-san. Thank
So,
you for him. Thank you.
I consider taking him.
Okay.
I'm a big
Oberg
fan
gets
of
left.
horses for courses.
By the way,
Okay.
we last
Made
left.
me feel good about my pick.
I think we were here, and I think maybe it was Stewart that week, but the Olympic golf was going on, and Wyndham Clark was struggling again. Remember, he came right out of the
Yeah.
gates. Didn't he finish good at the Olympics?
He played great.
He caught fire, didn't he?
He
I
shot like
wonder if
75 or 76 the first round.
Yeah.
And then he was basically like 14 under the rest of the way.
Oh.
Yeah, I just keep an eye on Wyndham Clark. I almost picked him, but he's just been so on tour. He's not done much.
Well, consider him next week. He's from Colorado.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Little inside information. there.
Nice.
So
I'll be either taking
I'm
Scotty
sure he's
or
gonna
Jeff
be,
will.
I can't.
jacked up.
Yeah. I mean, I went with the Wonder Twins. Oof,
You
let's go.
did.
All right, thank you. That's brunch for the Tories.
Thank you,
Follow
Tommy.
up.
Let's go. Playoff time.
Let's come back and talk some high school football with old Toby Bullock when we return.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
What makes a Honda certified pre-owned vehicle so special? 182-point inspection, 24/7 roadside assistance, first-year free oil changes, and a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty for carefree driving backed by American Honda. Visit your local Honda dealer today.
Chelsea here with Renewal by Anderson. Summer's winding down, and so are our prices at Renewal by Anderson's end of summer window and door sale. Upgrade your home with custom Fibrix windows and doors. Whether you need custom, energy-efficient, hurricane-resistant windows or a stylish new patio door, we've got you covered. A better way to a better window. Visit us at bestwindowsflorida.com for details. Transform your home before fall with the end of summer sale. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. License number CGC 1527613.
Guys, feeling deflated in the bedroom? ED, low T, no energy? If your stuff is broken, call 904-STROKEN or 904stroken.com. No shots in the first treatment, now free. Fix your ED at 904stroken.com.
Mia here. Are you ready for the ultimate college football season? Using MyBookie Sportsbook and casino platform, you can bet on every game and win anytime, anywhere, straight from your mobile device, no app needed. Just sign up at MyBookie.com and you're ready to rock. Whether you're rooting for your alma mater or your favorite team, there's no better way to experience the season than having action on the games. When you know your team well, it's an easy way to take advantage of props like team win totals or early picks for playoff contention. Last year, MyBookie had some of the best odds on the market for the Wolverines to win the national championship, and Michigan bettors who backed their squad saw a 10 times return on their wager. These types of bets highlight why it's worth it to lay an investment before the season begins. Lock your futures in now while you're waiting for the season to begin and use promo code 1010XL to claim a bonus up to $1,000 on that first deposit. That's promo code 1010XL to start the season with house money. Don't ever miss out on the action. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere, only with MyBookie.
Hey, Hicken here. Let's talk about Beach's Dermatology. Let's talk about two of my favorite dermatologists, Doctors Boudreaux and Metz, two of the best in the business. They've been taking care of me for decades. Done a great job. When I had a couple basal cells, I got them removed. Mohs surgery. Dr. Fader does that for them now. And these guys will look out for you and help you. Skin cancer is nothing to mess around with, man. You got to wear those floppy hats. You got to wear those long sleeve dry fits when you're out in the sun for an extended period of time. And put on the sunscreen, man, if you're going to the golfing or if you're going to your kid's game or the beach, obviously, or fishing. And if you do have something on your body, get it checked out at Beach's Dermatology. It's really easy to get a hold of them. They're very friendly. They'll take great care of you. They're online at beachesdermatology.com.
JV Beatrice from Beatrice Plumbing here. A lot of plumbing companies say a lot of things. We focus on what customers say. Like who a few weeks ago, Donna, said the entire experience was the best fix-it experience she ever had. Or Chris, whose hot water went out on a Saturday and he thanked us for getting it fixed that night. Because that's the difference when you hire a real plumber. They show up to fix the problem. So next time you need a plumber, remember Beatrice Plumbing. Because real plumbers fix problems real fast.
Every team has an enforcer.
Whether you like it or not, I'm a hard hitter and I'm a straight shooter.
Tommy Mack is ours.
I say it like I see it.
Fridays on Jaguars Today, brought to you by Renewal by Anderson Windows and Doors on 1010XL.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
When all you have is a hammer, everything is a nail. I'm Dr. George Bari, and like me, I know you have been bombarded with PRP and stem cell treatments from companies that promise the world and charge prices to match. Or the surgeon that convinced you the only way to treat your injuries through surgery. At Bari Orthopedics, we offer the best PRP treatment on the market with prices that won't cost you an arm and a leg. We also have the expertise to treat your injury surgically if that is what it entails. We can discuss all surgical and non-surgical options with you and make sure you get the best treatment available. Come see me, Dr. George Bari at Bari Orthopedics.
Roof damage? Call before you claim. Green Law Group, fighting insurance companies for you. They will work for you when you have roof damage. Don't let your insurance deny you. Don't call an adjuster. Call Green Law Group at 904-302-7055. Remember, if you have roof damage, call Green Law Group before you claim. They've settled millions and will work hard to get your claim and new roof. Green Law Group. Call before you claim. 904-302-7055.
This is Hayes Carline here to help you break free from the chains of pest infestation.
The talk of this town is Kingfish Pest Control. By now, many of your neighbors have already joined the Kingfish revolution, leaving their homes and lawns protected and pest-free. Now it's your turn. Call Kingfish Pest Control and say goodbye to termites, ants, mosquitoes, and other annoying pests. Trust me, you'll get exceptional service and understand why your neighbors and I use Kingfish Pest Control, proud partner of the Jaguars.
This is Dr. Kevin Kaplan, head team physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jags, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
Former FSU star and Jaguar rookie Jerry Jones is noticing quarterback play in the NFL is next level.
Quarterbacks in the league are a little different than they were in college, so looking back at the quarterback, those are bad habits. The quarterback is actually putting the ball on the money now.
Jaguar head coach Doug Peterson likes the depth he saw in the preseason win.
Talking about our young players, talking about the free agents we brought in here, the draft picks, and developing the entire roster. You want everybody to have an opportunity.
Jacksonville Jaguars right tackle Anton Harrison returned to the practice field on Monday after spending the last several practices in the concussion protocol. Harrison did not play in Saturday's preseason opener. That's your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguar update. I'm Sam Nelson.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, another great guest on the Garber Auto Mall phone line.
Hello.
We can wiggle it.
A home run! Touchdown! A monster jam! Good!
They make the plays on and off the field. Now get ready for the Lockett Law High School Report. Brought to you by Lockett Law. Know before you blow.
All right, thanks to Lee Lockett and Lockett Law for giving us the high school Lockett Law report. And we're talking to some of the coaches here as the school gets underway, and we'll start bringing in the athletes as well. But Toby Bullock has done a bang-up job at Mandarin High School. And, boy, they were close last year, Coach. Congratulations on a great year. And I know the goals sort of remain the same at Mandarin heading into this year, where you have a really nice roster of some really good football players.
Yeah, we're very fortunate over here.
Yeah, I would say that. Let's start with your quarterback as he goes into his, I believe, senior year. Tell me a little bit about him, FSU commit, and what he brings to the table, because I know you're very fond of him.
I am. Tramel's been with us. This will be his fourth year starting.
Mm-hmm.
That's worth its weight. Any coach will tell you that. I mean, I think that's with anything in life. Experience is just you can't weigh it and what it brings to you. But most of all, he's kind of a student of the game.
Mm-hmm.
He's very much like Carson was when Carson was with us at that time. He likes football. He likes learning football. And God blessed him with an arm that allows him to do things that other people just can't do.
He throws it to a lot of weapons, but the one obviously that everybody seems to know about is Jamie French, who's been terrific.
Who's that? Jamie? I haven't heard of that guy.
Who's been terrific for you guys and has been talented since he was like 12. So
yeah.
Is he a natural receiver? What makes him so special, Coach?
He is. He's a natural pass catcher.
Mm-hmm.
His body control, his just awareness of what he can do. But, probably I think with just so much that you see with all, great athletes, he just has a belief that he can always win.
Right.
I have actually seen Jamie get tripled and quadruple coverage. I have the tape of it, and he'll still tell you he's open. And you're like, there's three people that aren't being covered right now. Can we put the ball there? But I'm open, Coach.
You look at we're visiting with Toby Bullock. He's the head coach at Mandarin High School. Mandarin poised for a wonderful football season. Tell me a little bit about your schedule. I mean, you're going to IMG. How did that come about? I'm just curious. And is this IMG this is the IMG team, or is this one of the IMG? I don't know how IMG works.
This is the number 3 ranked team in the country.
Oh, this is the big boys.
Clear it up for you, Hick.
Yeah.
Cleared it up for him, Coach.
It's interesting. We had the same thing, and I'm sure St. Aug's kind of going through it too. I'm sure Raines goes through it.
Mm-hmm.
When you have a good season, there's just not as many people out there willing to play you.
Yeah.
It's an interesting thing, and so it started getting real slim, and we started talking about who else could we reach out to, because we don't want to travel a bunch. I mean, it's really expensive. It's really hard. It drained us. I mean, it was ridiculous how much money we had to spend on the playoff run that we just had last year, being on the road 5 straight weeks.
Right.
So you don't want to spend that kind of money, but when you're a month or two into scheduling and you still only have 6 games, you start looking around and you're like, IMG sitting there going, "We'll play." We're like, "Well, all right, let's give this a go." and so that's ultimately how it happened. Is we just kind of were limited. Not saying anything about anybody, but
sure,
people just, when I was at Wolfson, everybody was willing to play. It was just slim pickings out there. There was some teams that we really expected to play us, and they were either full and the week wouldn't work. That happens quite a bit too,
right?
And or they just were like, "Nah, we don't have the ability." And I completely understand that coming from some of the schools I've come from. There is no reason to put certain schools up against other schools.
Coach, it feels like if you don't like the way they classify the schools, just hold on. In a week or two, they'll change it back around again. Where do you stand on just this shifting that we've gone through from? It is beyond. It's hilarious is one word, but I let me get your opinion on. I guess now we're back to just straight classifications, right?
Yeah.
After this rural metro nonsense.
When they first did the metro suburban, I hated it. I was completely against it. I'm sure there's video out there of me saying it. And I was against it for one big reason is, how do you call yourself a state champ if you're not playing everybody, if you don't have a chance to play? And but then, everybody seems so satisfied that the state games and the playoff games were competitive.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, so that's why we changed. So why are we changing again if you got the result you were looking for? And so it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, but I do like the rural schools and the suburban schools all in the same mix. So I'm a fan of the way it is, but I honestly would really like to see how this thing works out with this top 8 that people talk about and how that would go. I'd like to see how that would work out for us.
All right, wrapping up with Toby Bullock, the head coach at Mandarin High School. You guys went all the way to state title game last year. You lost to Columbus. I know that's in the rearview mirror, but is that, do you use that as motivation for this year? Like, unfinished business? How do we approach that? And just a quick comment on, I know you have a lot of guys back, but how many seniors did you lose from that team?
Well, it was quite interesting. As far as not looking back, it's actually my screensaver.
Mm-hmm.
So I see it every day when I open up my computer. I don't know that I would go with unfinished business. Every team, Greg Stanton taught me this years ago, every team is its own new team. And what that means is it doesn't matter how good we are on paper. Our team is 0-0. We have never done anything together as a collective, even though there's a lot of kids from last year's team still on the team. As far as kids that we lost, we did lose a lot on the offensive line, but we do it a little different way. We're fortunate that we have a lot of kids willing to play the O-line. We try to build a culture that kids want to play. So we actually have 5 linemen in every class. We've been doing that for a few years. And so you you lose that class and you try to bring in, the next guys have a lot of playing time and reps under the belt. Defensively, my defense does a great job of playing. They averaged 21 kids playing more than 15 snaps last year. So even though we lost, I think it was 7 players that played, not starters, but guys that played a lot, you're still talking quite a few kids. Had a lot of playing time that came back. Our defensive line, I think, is going to be incredibly improved this year from last year. We had a lot of sophomores playing in that state game who are now juniors, and But I will say this: they seem to give me fits. So if they'll give anybody else fits, I don't know. But in practice, they give me fits.
Well, congrats on everything. Always rooting for the Duval County Public Schools to snare titles. That's exciting times for the kids. Enjoy the ride, Coach. Well deserved.
I appreciate it. Thanks so much, guys.
All right, there you go. Coach. Toby Bullock, the head coach at Mandarin High School. That's a Lockett Law High School report. Thank you to Lee Lockett. Know before you blow. We're back with more right here on The Drill, the 9 o'clock nasty, and maybe talk to an old friend, an old forgotten friend next.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. He went head-to-head with Reggie White and Derek Thomas.
I like this kind of party!
But can he handle Joe Coward and Matt Hayes?
Let's go! Break you down! Come on! Woo!
Leon Searcy on XL Primetime.
That's what I'm talking about.
Afternoons 2 to 4 on 1010XL. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Hey, couldn't be any happier to be part of the George Moore Chevrolet family. And when I say family, that's what I mean. That's how they treat you when you head over to that beautiful showroom there off of Atlantic Boulevard. You'll find out exactly what I'm talking about. No pressure, just friendly help. They're there to help, man. That's how they treat you. And I got my boy Blue, my beautiful blue Silverado. I couldn't be any happier. But if you want a car or a truck like I have, or an SUV or an electric or a pre-owned, George Moore Chevrolet's got them all. And if you can't make it over to Atlantic Boulevard, don't worry. MooreChevy.com, so easy to navigate as any site you can try. All the vehicles, sales, service, parts, never been more easy to use. And by the way, while you're on their social media pages, go ahead and register to win a Corvette that they're giving away this fall. They're giving away a Corvette. And man, does it look cool. George Moore Chevrolet, gang, together. Let's drive.
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know before you blow. Go to knowbeforeyouBlow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
Bold City AC, keeping you cool.
Feeling the heat, Jacksonville? Cool down with Bold City Heating and Air. From repairs to energy-efficient installs, we do it all. Family-owned and trusted since 2016, we offer clear pricing, NATE-certified techs, and unbeatable service. Call Bold City Heating and Air today and experience the bold difference.
Bold City AC, keeping you cool. Bold City AC.
Visit boldcityac.com.
Are you worried about your roof? Protect it with a lifetime shingle transferable warranty with Universal Roof and Contract. Save up to $1,250 on your roof replacement, plus flexible financing up to 15 years. This expires August 31st and restrictions apply. Call 855-ROOF-HELP or visit universalroof.com to schedule your free roof inspection. License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
UniversalRoof.com. The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com, then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Homeowners, good news for you. Accent on 4. Listen up. Loan Pronto now has mortgage rates that start with a 4. Prosser here. It's true. Mortgage rates have plummeted. So low, we haven't seen them in a long time. If your current rate is over 6%, you can dump it and lower your house payment big time. Loan Pronto just locked in a homeowner at 4.99% APR. So whether you got your loan last week, last month, or last year, it's time to call Loan Pronto. Even if you're in process with another lender, stop now. Call Loan Pronto. Ask about their zero-cost rate reduction home loan. You can lock in a lower rate with no closing costs in a matter of days.
with almost no paperwork and usually no appraisal. And if you act now, you can even skip your next 2 house payments. Call now. Loan Pronto can give you a rate quote in minutes with no hard credit pull and no upfront fees like those other guys. Call 904-999-1508 or loanpronto.com. Call 904-999-1508. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781. Owner approved credit, NMLS consumeraccess.org.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Calling all fans of Duval to downtown Las Vegas during the game against the Silver and Black. This is Lauren Brooks from Helmets and Heels. Join us at Circa Resort and Casino this December for the Jacksonville Game Day Getaway featuring an incredible all-in package. Get a 3-night stay at Circa, $200 food and beverage credit, plus a day bed at Stadium Swim. With 6 temperature-controlled pools and a massive screen, it's the world's largest hot tub party. The all-in package is only available until August 30th, so act now. To book and to join the Heels in Vegas, visit circalasvegas.com today.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialist is now offering ortho walk-in appointments. If you have an immediate need for orthopedic care, contact Southeast Orthopedic Specialist immediately. Avoid ERs and urgent care waiting rooms. For more information, go to se-ortho.com.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry, this free examination, normally $199, is yours for free and good only through Sunday. For your free examination, call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Call now.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Baker Glass. As the Gators scrimmage, head coach Billy Napier pointed to objectives on defense.
Defensively, consistency is what we're looking for. The tackling was good. We want to have a good football team. We've got to be a really good tackling team.
FSU head coach Mike Norvell, following Monday's practice, commented on Devontae Brown, the transfer from Miami.
Devontae Brown, I think he's really done a good job of transitioning to a new position, but I think he's playing with more confidence. You feel his speed.
The Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp start a 5-game homestand beginning this evening. They'll be taking on the Memphis Redbirds. First pitch is at 7:05 at 1-1 Financial Ballpark. In MLB play, the Rays took a loss at the hands of the Houston Astros. At your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, I'm Sam Nelson.
82 degrees at 9:02. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, another great guest on the Garber Auto Mall phone line.
Hello.
We can wiggle it.
We can wiggle it, buddy. Hick, I've got right here, you see what I have in my hand. I have the remote control to the 1010XL drone.
Okay.
We still got a bolo for our guy E.T. I've got the drone right now. It's out. It's flying all over Clay County. All right? I don't know if it's inside the CC where we'll find. I know, probably got a few CCs in him if you hear me. But I don't know if we I don't know how to. Oh, it's going down. I don't know how to drive this thing. The 1010XL drone, just another of advancing technology here at 1010XL.
We have a live shot of it.
Did we want a chopper? Sure, we did.
Yeah.
We'll settle for a drone, and it's amazing the distance I've got on this thing. I got it out there over
Get me to
Fleming
the
Island.
chopper.
The chopper. Oh, I think I spotted him. All right, at least have
audio.
Yeah, I've interpreted some There he goes. Yeah. All right. Yeah. It's a drone that has to capture its breath every now. Yeah, that's breath.
I mean, what in the hell?
What's up there, Gimpy?
What are we doing?
My man Hick's about to drive out there and just drag you in by your ears, and then you can just stay here and not be able to leave rather than home.
Get me up.
That's what. Yeah.
Man.
You're gonna put you here, and then you just bring a change of clothes and a toothbrush. If it's got to be all in one place, one or the other, we've decided it's gonna be all in here, Studio B. Just set yourself up a little loft, and we'll call it a season.
I mean, are you out for the year? What's the update on the injury?
Are you high on painkillers right now?
So I think I've been updated. I've been upgraded from doubtful to probable.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, like I'm feeling way better.
Okay.
It's just weak, man. It's just weak. I think just the issue. If it was my left foot, I could go to work. The problem is because it's my right foot, I can't drive, man. Man, come get me. Come get me.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I'm going to send you over to the Fleming Island Golf Course parking lot. We're going to practice driving with the left foot. That's where we're going to start. I'm going to send that drone over there with some instructions. What are you doing? I mean, are you watching sport? What the hockey sticks, dude?
Man, I've been watching all kinds of sports. I'm getting my game up, man. The Olympics held me down. I was watching all kinds of stuff, but hey, they breakdancing though.
Well, I could put you in there next year.
No, it's not coming back.
You know what we need to do? The silent disco will be in there next year, E. We'll get you in that one.
Bring home the gold.
Get a gold in the silent disco. Oh, breakdancing's one and done. Did y'all see the Australian girl? What was that about? She have some sort of seizure or something, or was that real?
That was crazy.
That was real? She was really dancing, E.T.? That wasn't
real.
some sort of medical condition?
I don't know. I would have put Dan over her any day.
Oh, settle down. You've been gone too long. Come on.
No,
WMD? Well, I don't know, man. Man, I don't know, man. Old man White, I'd have to go with even that crazy Aussie girl over. Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one. What else you got? You got a good show for us? I mean, you should have binged about 48 shows, read 41 books, solved all kinds of problems of the world. Huh?
But I have taken up yoga. I got me a yoga mat from Amazon.
That's more your speed, Chief. Being there when you crumpled like a 74-year-old man. Yeah, let's put you on the yoga and then keep you there.
I believe if I would have properly stretched, I would have never been here to begin with.
Got a stretchy. You know, you probably got into those little coconut little drinks we were having out there, and you lost your senses.
Hey, that was between us. That was between us. Hey, listen.
Yes, sir.
The conversation about Steph, that's crazy about the shot. Man, that is wild. But I had a question for y'all, though.
Yes, sir.
Like, does his Olympic performance, does that do anything for him where he is as far as the greatest point guard ever?
100% no.
We talked about this earlier, E. And
nobody remembers this.
I tell you what, this question really needs to be asked like 2 summers from now.
Yeah.
To get an accurate gauge.
Yeah.
I don't think any of us put any of the esteem of the basketball players from Kobe to Shaq to Jordan to LeBron. I don't think we put any part of our opinion at all on the Olympics because it's too easy.
I would say this. Ask Carmelo if he would trade all 4 of his Olympic gold medals for one NBA World Championship. And I bet he would.
Yeah.
Agreed.
So I don't think these things matter. I mean,
it doesn't affect my opinion. To answer your question, no. I respect Steph for what he's done in the league.
The U.S. is supposed to win the gold.
I give Steph more credit for what he did at Davidson, going to the Elite Eight.
Yeah,
that's more on his resume to me than. Listen, they're great. I mean, look, they're so much better. It's a joke they don't beat everybody by 20. That's really should be. We should almost start spotting teams' points. Like the game starts, you're down 20-0, and now our guys will actually have to play a full 40. I mean,
August 31st coming up, y'all gonna have a real problem on y'all hands.
Y'all look at now, you're suddenly a U fan again. I see how it works. How are the Marlins doing?
Hey, we're like 43 and 72 or something.
Which puts you probably about 3 behind the Braves. I don't need to hear any of that. That's what you should have come back with.
All right, my man.
You should have come back with that. How are the Braves? That's what you should have done. You're losing your fastball. Get back in here.
Get him out of here.
All
right, my man. Be well.
All right. See ya.
There he goes.
There he goes.
E.
To the T.
I don't want to go to the text line.
ET is in the boot. We've already. Yeah, the text line is not reacting well to this, E, and I know you're still listening, so I'm not going to read these responses.
Don't read them. What do they say?
Well, from the text I know, you're not giving Curry any credit, but the world is raving about LeBron and how this put them over the top. That is silliness. Who? What?
Yeah.
This put LeBron. Guggen, you're telling me that this Olympic put LeBron over the top. That's what you're telling me?
Mm-hmm.
The 12 points, 11, assists and 8 rebounds? Yeah. No, not at all. No one is giving extra credit to LeBron for this Olympic gold medal. That's silly.
Yeah.
These guys get enough, by the way. We don't have to find other reasons to adore him. Right?
No.
Steph has got plenty of attention. He's got plenty of accolades. We don't have to, find more hugs and snuggles for him. LeBron's great. We don't need now to say, this Olympics really did it for me. That LeBron's good.
Yeah, wow. He's better than MJ,
Right.
Yeah, I would go there.
Right, and there's also this, and this matters. You could argue a loss of respect, a tad, for everybody on this team that they allow teams to play with them.
In a way.
I mean, that's fair. If Team USA went out
If they had
and
lost,
played
it would
full
have been
court,
disastrous.
if they went out and played full court and acted like they were down 20-0 with 8 minutes to go in the fourth, they'd beat every team by 40, and they don't have it in them.
Right.
Too much coast in them, man. So I can't put a team that is in total coast mode, and they are. They take best players in the world, and they don't even let them play. That's how good they are.
Washington Commanders have signed Martavis Bryant.
Yeah, just good luck.
Isn't that odd? Martavis Bryant has signed with the Washington Commanders.
Bryant is he's a pot guy, right?
Yes, I believe.
And just he's a Clemson kid.
Yeah.
And had a good year with the Steelers. The Steelers were on that roll where they were getting second and third round receivers and they were hitting, right? You had Mike Wallace and, Juju Smith-Schuster, Martavis Bryant, and Antonio Brown.
Mm-hmm.
The Steelers made a lot of hay with non-first round receivers, and Bryant looked like he was in that line. Antonio Holmes is another one, but he got in trouble with that whole. Listen, there's some guys coming along through the system now that are the pioneers of the weed smokers paid the dues for them. They don't care now.
Yeah.
There was a time when a lot of football players, Ricky Williams, literally sacrificed a couple years of career just to smoke the weed. The guys today don't have that tough decision. They can do both.
I don't think we mentioned today the anomaly that happened in baseball last night on the south side of Chicago.
I thought that game was in New York, actually.
Well, I'm in New York then.
I think it was at Yankee Stadium.
Even
Makes it
worse.
Yeah.
12-2.
Yeah.
One of the on Twitter, one of the Pale Hose fans said, highlight of the year by far. And I'm sure it was. Their biggest win. Right?
Grady Sizemore's on a heck of a pace. If he can win 1 out of every 6, he'd be ahead of all their guys.
Yeah.
Is this the first win since they broke their losing streak? Had they lost a few in a row again?
Yeah, they lost a few in a row.
Yeah, I don't pay much attention. It's embarrassing. No pro baseball team should lose that much.
No.
But how do you score 18 on the Yankees? Or 10, it was 18 hits, was it?
12-2.
Yeah, the most hits they've had all year. Who started for the Yanks last night? The Yankees kind of settled themselves a little bit. That was
Heel started last night.
Heel is, he's been their number 2 guy.
Yeah.
Does it tick you guys off when they take out a pitcher early?
It doesn't bother me at all, man. You got this. He's got a bug in his britches over this Kershaw move.
Well,
here's the only argument, Gibby. The dude has been out with arm injuries over and over again. So
they're not going to let him go.
I'm not going to stress him for what?
Yeah.
They
want him to be one of their starters in the postseason.
So last night, and I get it, but last night was his 4th start. He should be kind of built up by now, I would think. But he's cruising. He's mowing down the Brewers. Got 6 or 7 strikeouts. He's at 80 pitches, and they pull him at 5 2/3. I'm I'm not even saying let him go the whole way. That's too much. But at least let him finish the 6th. I just couldn't believe Roberts came out there and took the ball from him because he's rolling, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not even my team, but it's just it's Kershaw, man. Let him get one more out.
I'm only going to do it if it's a no-hitter. I get mad when they have no-hitters and they keep him from doing that. But Kershaw especially, the dude just got back. What is this, 5th start maybe?
That was his 4th last night.
And he's old, and this is the same pattern he's been in the last few years. And I think the Dodgers would like to get to Hicken's point. They'd like to get to a postseason where they can count on him in some regard. And so I would assume it's maintenance as much as.
And it was a 4-0
game. They won the game, right? Yeah. It's not like they were.
Yeah, they swept the Pirates, and now they beat the Brew Crew last night. So as we head to break, I'd like to give everyone a thought of the day, Jeff. I like to do this every now and then, just a thought of the day. Something to build on, something to grab your day with
thought of the
vim
day.
and vigor. Yeah.
Huh.
I like to call it the Dan Hicken thought of the day.
All right.
Do crackheads say, I can't get high today because I'm broke? No, they make it happen. Don't let a crackhead out-hustle you. This is the drill.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
When you want breaking sports news, tune in to 1010XL. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Or any of our social channels at 1010XL. Satisfied?
Hey, Hicken here from Lockhart Construction. They're a longtime Jacksonville business. Shane Lockhart's dad started the company. His dad, his guys, all Jacksonville people, taking care of people who live here, people like the Hickens. The Hickens have used Lockhart Construction numerous times. I've told you all about them. I can't speak any higher of any of our folks here. They do a great job. All right, they do a great job with the construction. They're fast, they're friendly, they're affordable, and they're clean. I don't know what else you want. We've used them for new bathrooms. We use them for smaller deals as well. They've done the siding on my son's house. All bang-up jobs. I know a bunch of people that they've done work for. Again, tons of endorsements. Unlock better living with Lockhart Construction. You got a construction need, a remodel idea? All you got to do is give Shane Lockhart a call. He'll call you back. It's real easy. That's how he works. 994-3865. Shane Lockhart and Lockhart Construction. 994-3865.
Hi, this is Dave Barker. Multi-unit hair grafting is now available at IHRS and can give you 3 times more hair in one procedure over a traditional hair transplant.
Multi-unit hair grafting gave me more hair in one procedure and within my budget.
You can grow your hair back with this exclusive new procedure. Call for a free evaluation. Call IHRS 904-777-IHRS 777-IHRS 777-4477.
Googan Nation, it's Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here to tell you this is no dream. The folks at Dreamfinders Homes right now have an unbeatable interest rate for you. You may not think you can afford a Dreamfinders home. Well, think again. Take advantage of a 2.99% year one rate. I said it, 2.99%. 15 Jacksonville communities to choose from. Find that dream house and take advantage of an unbeatable rate. Move now, literally. Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Brackish Vodka, the official vodka of UNF Athletics, 100% made in Jacksonville, is available at all local liquor stores. Visit Browdy's, Total Wine, ABC, Shores, Golden, Sahara's, Golden Ox, and more. Drink our gluten-free San Francisco Spirit award-winning vodka and see why it's the smoothest vodka you can buy. When you drink Brackish Vodka, you support all of our local employees and all the money stays in Jacksonville. Drink Brackish Vodka and live life slightly salty. Proud partner of the Jaguars.
I open the door and take you inside the locker room to get you closer to the field, the players and coaches you care about.
Get a look at Hayes' blog on 1010XL.com.
My blog is brought to you by Roland Reese Plumbing,
where quality and experience count.
Guys, feeling deflated in the bedroom? ED, low T, no energy? If your stuff is broken, call 904-STROKEN or 904stroken.com. No shots in the first treatment, now free. Fix your ED at 904stroken.com.
Are you 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, or have children? Listen up. Have you done your last will and estate planning? If you have questions, call Matt Hinson with the Hinson Law Firm. Reach him at 527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
You don't think this would be a good moment to text somebody?
There's never a bad moment to share your opinion on the 1010XL text line. Designed by Lifetime Enclosures. Share your opinion
As soon as possible.
at 641-1010.
Bueller Air and Plumbing presents Are You Cool?
Today's challenger, an asphalt marketer from Jacksonville, Florida. Meet Sheldon Fish. Today's category, air conditioner repair experts in Jacksonville, Florida. Oh, I bet it's going to be Bueller. Your question. Unlike Jacksonville, the Sahara Desert has a complete lack of air conditioner repair experts. What kind of camels do they ride?
That's not really a question about air conditioner repair.
5 seconds.
But that's a camel question.
Pick a camel, Sheldon.
Arabian dromedary.
That's right, Sheldon. Like the majestic Arabian dromedary, the skilled technicians at Bueller Air and Plumbing can repair any make and model of air conditioner the same day you call, making sure you are cool.
They don't spit, do they?
No, but Steve, the new guy, has a bit of a hump.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
This summer, beat the heat at Best Bet, your premier poker destination. Whether you're a seasoned poker pro or a first-time card player, you'll find a cool retreat from the summer heat with thrilling poker games, big payouts, and refreshing drinks. Join us for an unforgettable experience. Cool off and cash in at Best Bet. The stakes are high, the cards are hot, and your chance for fun is guaranteed. Visit bestbetjacks.com to learn more. That's bestbetjacks.com.
Aren't you just happy when you can handle all your needs in one location? Well, introducing Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. Whether it's home, life, business, or auto, Mandy covers it all. In fact, bundling policy is a great way to add extra savings. Mandy and her crew can do that. Allstate is offering lower auto insurance rates this year. Mandy can do that. You need to give Mandy Bowers a call in her Mandarin office, because when it comes to getting it all done under one roof, Mandy can do that.
Hi, I'm Mac with Baker Glass. If you've got fogged up windows, let me help. We'll replace them with clear, insulated units that brighten up your home. People say we're fast, friendly, and reliable. Just check out our Google reviews. Call me today. Baker Glass. No one treats you better.
Tailgaters parking season passes are on sale now. Secure your Jaguars season parking today. Enjoy indoor restrooms, a full-service bar and grill, access 4 hours before kickoff. Visit tailgatersparking.com and book your space today.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Yeah, I think that catch can go a long way. I mean, I think you saw kind of the energy that he had after the catch, and then the cool part was our sideline was everybody kind of erupts at that time, and we see that skill set flash all the time. He makes plays here and there. He's done it through spring, done it through camp, and guys are just excited for him.
We said we wanted to see a splash play, and we did see one from Brian Thomas Jr., and hopefully that's a sign of things to come. I mean, that was an impressive, contested catch. It's the kind of catch that, quite frankly, we didn't see Calvin Ridley make a lot of last year. We saw Ridley make plays. We saw him drop a lot of footballs, and that was a nice play that Brian Thomas Jr. put up. They're going to need that out of him. They're going to need it out of Gabe Davis. There's not a lot there when it comes to proven production. It was nice to see Parker Washington do what he did the other night as well. More of the attention this week is going to be on these dual workouts that come up with the Bucs tomorrow and Thursday. And I heard Doug Peterson say it's just absolutely mandatory, no fighting. It's easier said than done. It's hotter than hockey sticks out there. These guys have been going against each other.
100%.
They're going to be fighting. Yeah, sure. They're not going to fight. They're going to fight. They
want them to fight. Don't believe that.
Yeah, I mean, here's Doug Peterson right here, though, when it comes to this whole concept of fighting. I mean, you can tell me what you want. Here's what the coach told me.
I haven't talked to the team yet. I will these next couple of days, but, obviously that's not tolerated. Todd and I...
Not tolerated. That's it. Tell you.
Oh, okay. Okay.
These things are fun, and it's. I will say this, and we've talked about this before. You're going to hear a variety of reports when it comes to these workouts because so many different things are going on. You can't watch everything. So certain guys might watch a group and it looks
correct,
sketch for 5 minutes, and then you move on to something else, and then that other group that had looked sketch suddenly looks like it's the best, and you'll get two guys with the same, with different opinions of the same, workouts and position grouping.
Do you remember Tyler?
What time are those tomorrow? Do we know?
Yeah. Do you remember? They're sold out, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. So
do you remember Tyler Murphy?
The quarterback for Florida and Boston College?
Yeah.
And the Steelers, maybe.
He's the new Cape Coral High School football coach.
Cape Coral is Teddy DuPay and Ernest Graham, I believe.
Okay. Yeah, Cape Coral.
Pretty sure.
You replaced, okay. Yeah, so anyway. New coach at Cape Coral, Tyler Murphy. I wonder if he went to Cape Coral.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think. I want to say Tyler Murphy wasn't from Florida.
That's what I thought. Connecticut, maybe.
Yeah, right. Wasn't he?
What was Tyler Murphy's shining moment? Beating Tennessee.
Yeah, he had to come in for Driscoll. Got hurt that game, and then I think Brissett or no, was it? No, who was with Brissett? With Driscoll and Brissett together? Who was that flip-flop with? Brissett and who? And Driscoll.
Yeah, and then
I think they both got
broke
hurt.
Yeah, I think so, too.
And then Tyler Murphy came in, and, they beat Tennessee. You know what I remember about that game? I have a weird memory when it comes to sports. Pretty sure Jawan Taylor got put into the game as a freshman that day.
Oh.
Yeah, what about that memory?
That's a good
Stupid things, man. I can't remember stuff that's good, Dan, that I could capitalize on. I remember dumb stuff. And sometimes I even misremember that. But I think Jawan Taylor was a true freshman that the day Tyler Murphy had to go in, they had to bring Jawan Taylor in because the right tackle had also gotten hurt.
Interesting.
Just saying. Useless knowledge. I have a Shazam spotlight on college football. This is hard to believe. You know how you double-check something?
Yeah.
What is the modern era, Hick?
The modern era? In baseball or like after the 1800s?
What's the modern recruiting era? I didn't know there was a modern recruiting era. Apparently, there's a modern recruiting era.
Is it more recent?
I guess. But when does it start?
That's what I'm asking. I don't know.
I'm trying to...
Probably since they've been keeping track of it, maybe?
Maybe. The Shazam Spotlight brought to you by Shazam Auto and the .com and the Murray Ford Superstores. You can look at some inventory there. You can take these short drives and visit with my guys at the Murray stores. Awesome people, really great customer service. It's just been an absolute... it's been a joy buying vehicles there, and more than one now, and and everything else that is included with that. And so I bought pre-owned that we've had for 5 years. We've bought new that's now a couple years, and just every single time it works every time. That's ShazamAuto.com and today's Shazam Spotlight. Georgia Tech got a big commitment yesterday, Dan.
Okay.
This offensive lineman, Josh Petty, have you seen his name out there? He's a big 5-star offensive lineman from the state of Georgia.
No.
And he was, I guess I know because I've seen him attached to Florida State. Florida State was thought to be among the finalists for Petty. Who are the other schools here? Florida State, Ohio State, Tennessee, among the schools that he had visited this weekend. He's goes to a Christian school in Roswell, which is just outside Atlanta. And he committed to Georgia Tech yesterday. What makes it astounding, he's the number 2 offensive tackle, number 14 prospect nationally, and he is the first 5-star recruit for Georgia Tech in the modern recruiting era. Oh, so I guess that, because I was thinking about Calvin Johnson, but maybe he didn't come in as a 5-star. I know he was a good recruit. He's the second highest rated recruit to ever commit to Georgia Tech. Oh, behind Calvin Johnson. Petty chose to, so I don't know when their modern era begins then if Calvin Johnson didn't fall into it. 40 other programs, but I should have worn my Georgia Tech hat today. It would have been perfect to deliver this news. So, yeah, congratulations to Holmes and my brother Brian, who I speak to once a year, even though he lives 10 minutes away. Congratulations to them both as they
shout out.
Get set for next Saturday's opener against Florida State.
Your brother's name is Brian?
Yeah. Did you not know that?
Mm-mm. Thought it was Scott.
That's my middle name. You're a terrible friend.
Well, you talk to your brother once a year.
Your brother's name is Jim.
Yes.
I mean, there you go.
What's my sister's name?
I can probably get it. I can't get it right this second, but I can. I can get it. Yeah, I do know. Like I could have given you 14 years, and as you go alphabetically,
Holmes and Nance.
You do know Holmes and Nance. Yeah.
Me and Holmes are golfing comrades.
You think so?
Yeah. I call Holmes right now. He'd go golf with me.
He would.
Yeah.
100%. He'd probably prefer that.
Yeah.
Like for you or me, one of the two of us to call to go golfing, I think Holmes, just out of the difference, and he can do stuff with me all the time, he would prefer. In fact,
sure, Dan, look forward to it.
Why don't I set up a weekly golf match for you and Holmes?
That'd be fine.
Tuesday with Holmes, we'll call it. Just go out and play 9 holes.
You know I'm playing a lot. I'll be playing today.
You play more than I do.
I'll be heading out today.
Are you playing again today?
Sure.
I ever get one of these invites? I mean, where are you going this time?
We're going to the
I think we're going to
QH today.
Okay. All right. Well, have fun then.
It's a late John out there.
Yeah.
Late afternoon John.
Okay.
Try to beat the rain.
I mean, does it make me a terrible person to now hope that it thunderstorms later today? Probably does.
That would be bad.
Yeah. Well, I won't then, but okay. Well, terrific.
Oh, you just did.
I wonder what I was suggesting I was pondering the suggestion. What do you think it is? Like the last, you know how in the streaks they go last 10? Like you're 3 and 7 in your last 10. What if there was a streak for like that tallied up your golf like by month? Like let's go in let's say the last 30 days.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you think you've?
How many rounds have I played?
Yeah.
In the last 30 days?
Actually, I got to go back further than 30 or want me to. Let's go to July 1st. Since July 1st.
I'd say probably 6 rounds.
That's it? You're crazy. You play. It's been more than 6 weeks. You play more than once a week.
No, I only played twice in 1 week.
And you play in today?
Yeah. I'd say once a week and twice in 1 week is what I've done since I've been playing.
That's still a lot more than me. But yeah, not normally that would not keep up with me normally.
No.
But that's just been that way for me.
Yeah.
So anyway, I got you a regular 9-hole game with home. Maybe you guys could go play he lives in Nocatee. Go out there and play that Palm Valley Par 3 course. You have a lovely time.
Oh, great time. Go out there with Holmes, kick it around.
Couple of,
Ask him if he'll sponsor me.
In what way? Just a cash. You're going to take Holmes, you got a cash grab. Yeah. Sponsor you on the show. Now it's time for Dan Hicken, the Hicken Arrival, brought to you by Holmes.
He's coming home with Dan.
Holmes is giving Dan $5K a month, sponsoring him. Feels for him, down on his luck with
Holmes. Holmes, I've got an idea.
What the hell, Holmes? Don't forget about the shag carpet and the key lines through the year. Forget about those. Don't forget one time you were going to beat the hell out of this guy. I remember. I kept receipts.
I've set something up with Holmes. We've got a weekly golf game, and he's a sponsor of the program.
Why couldn't Holmes have been a pro athlete so I could be?
Yeah.
I'm looking at all these major league players. Every damn one of them's dad played.
It's always good to be able to blame someone else.
Yeah. My big blame of Holmes is this, Hick.
Yeah.
Holmes, one of the smartest, brightest young men in all the planet, took that super brain to Georgia Tech, the Georgia Institute of Technology, right? Mm-hmm. Which then saddled me with Atlanta fandom.
Okay.
Couldn't go to MIT.
Yeah.
MIT below, you can't go up there and give me Boston's track record for my life where I'd have like 40 titles instead of count two.
Yeah, I feel you on that one.
In all sports. I don't mean just baseball. I mean all sports, 2 and now, 50-some-odd years.
Why I selected the Mets and not the Yankees, I don't know. Just set me up for heartache.
Yeah, that's a bad one, too.
The Knicks,
you would be,
disaster, the Rangers.
But there was no other Knicks team, no other New York you could have chosen. Rangers, Islanders, about the same?
No.
Islanders are better?
Yeah.
And when you're kids, but they haven't been any good forever, have they?
Well, no, they haven't been any good forever, but.
Had you chosen the Islanders, would you have gotten more joy out of the Islanders or Rangers? I'd say Rangers. They made more runs and playoff runs, haven't
they? Islanders
they won back-to-back?
4 cups, didn't they?
Oh, did they in the 70s?
Yeah.
Is that Duguay?
No.
No. He's a Ranger?
Yeah.
Who was on the island? Who was the good player on the Islander team?
Oh, there was
those teams.
Potvin.
That's the one.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I would have thought Duguay played him on.
No.
That's how he got Carol Alt, Remember that name? Carol Alt was a SI swimsuit model back in the day.
Mike Bossy, another one you know?
Yeah, Mike Bossy for sure.
Mike Bossy?
Mm-hmm. Definitely know the name. Couldn't tell you a ton about him.
Yeah.
You want to come back and see what do you want to do today? You want to do advice? You want to do headlines? New York City headlines?
Yeah.
Again? All right. Well, New York City headlines it is. When we come back on the other side, you are listening to The Drill. It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Hey, school's in session, and here's today's lesson. We have hundreds of certified vehicles to choose from, starting as low as $89.99. Plus, they come with a 7-year, 100,000-mile peace of mind warranty and free oil changes. That means you and your soon-to-be drivers will be protected. Plus, every purchase allows us to fund teachers' projects for the entire school year. Your next assignment, get to Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine or Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville. Deadline August 31st. We're here to wow you and our teachers.
Hey guys, this is David Garrard, and I want to tell you about Clearwater Irrigation. They put my new sprinkler system in my new home at Jack's Beach, and I couldn't be happier. Oh, hey, John.
What's up, Dave? You know what this means. You're going to have to sing.
Man, I can't sing.
Then you'll fit right in, buddy. Clearwater Irrigation. We can't sing a lick, but we sure are good at sprinklers. Hit it, Dave.
And drainage, too.
ClearwaterJacks.com.
Prosser here. I've been telling you for years about Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. Football season finally upon us. Imagine watching your favorite team in your new Lifetime man cave, family hangout, or Lifetime's version of a she shed. And now Lifetime is expanding their replacement window division. Make your home energy efficient with their Energy Star rated windows, enclosures, flooring, and windows to fit any and all budgets. Visit the showroom just off Phillips Highway. Proud partners of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Let Lifetime be your home team.
For all your plumbing needs, call on the Bold City's best. The water heater's broken, disposal doesn't work. Toilets overflowing, the wife's going berserk. There's water all around me, the faucet sprung a leak. The only way to fix it is to call on Roland Reach, 'cause I got the blues, yeah. Roland Reach Plumbing. Lose the bad plumbing blues and find your peace with Roland Reach. Yeah.
All right, boys, I got a hotline to Better Health, 619-30-609. There you will reach Dr. Paul Brousset at Integra Concierge Medicine. And as you age from 30s to 40s, 40s to 50s, 50s to 60s, I don't care what life stage you're at, what you're going to do is you're going to have a consult with Dr. Brousset and say, hey, man, where could you be better right now? Where could you feel better? What's been bothering you? Oh, you think that energy's gone forever? Let's see. You're going to go through some blood tests. You're going to look at everything. It's going to be explained. Then you're going to come up with some sort of plan to make you feel better, to give you that energy you've lost, to return you to the good old days. From crippling allergies to low sex drive to chronic fatigue. Find the cause, get the cure, your hormones in balance, and feel better soon. Stop wasting time. I'm hearing from more and more that are taking advantage. 619-30-609. Call today. Set up your free consult at Integra Concierge Medicine.
Hey, sports fans, this is Hayes Carline from MyBookie. Are you ready for the ultimate college football season? Using MyBookie's sportsbook and casino platform, you can bet on every game and win anytime, anywhere, straight from your mobile device. No app needed. Just sign up at MyBookie.com and you're ready to rock. No matter who you're rooting for, there's no better way to experience the season than having action on the games. When you know your team well, it's an easy way to take advantage of props like team win totals or early picks for playoff contention. Last year, MyBookie had some of the best odds on the market for the Wolverines to win the championship, and Michigan bettors who backed their squad saw a 10% return on their wager. These type of bets highlight why it's worth it to lay an investment before the season begins. Lock your futures in now while you're waiting for the season to begin and use promo code 1010XL to claim a bonus up to $1,000 on that first deposit. That's promo code 1010XL to start the season with house money. Don't ever miss out on the action. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere. Only with MyBookie.
This date in sports history is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On August 13th, 1932, Yankees' Red Ruffin becomes the first MLB pitcher since 1906 to hit an extra inning game-winning home run.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to our website, CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
The Money Pages brings you this week's Red Zone Featured Player of the Week. Number 32, Jaguars cornerback Tyson Campbell. Campbell played college ball for Georgia and was taken by the Jags in the second round of the 2021 draft. Pick up this week's Jags game program with a commemorative ticket of Tyson Campbell. Download the Money Pages app for weekly specials. Money Pages, official sponsor of your Jacksonville Jaguars.
Mike Dempsey here for the 20-pound Summer Slim Down with Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Drop 20 pounds before summer ends and cruise into fall with a new routine of better health. Do what I did and find your results with the solution for weight loss at awaken180weightloss.com.
This is Hayes Carline for SkyLife Elite. Have you ever thought about aircraft ownership as another potential revenue stream and as a tool for tax savings? Put your tax money to work for you while enjoying the benefits of private personal travel. SkyLife Elite has over a decade of experience in business aviation and can guide you through the process with their expert staff. Call my friends over at SkyLife Elite at 490-9332 or find them at flyskylife.com to get the rundown on everything owning an airplane can do for you.
The Reggie Hunt Memorial Golf Classic fundraiser golf tournament is Friday, October 25th at Amelia River Golf Club. All proceeds support Big Brothers Big Sisters. Register at the Big Brothers Big Sisters events page.
This is Dr. James Perry, Assistant Team Physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jaguars, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
Jag head coach Doug Peterson likes the versatility being shown by running back Travis Etienne.
He definitely has the ability to line up in some empty formations or even routes out of the backfield. Got really good hands catching the football.
Jaguar rookie Jarian Jones says his battles with fellow rookie wideout Brian Thomas Jr. is helping both players.
I had that battle with him in college. Being able to go against him every day, we put in work together. We came in together.
Former Jag and NFL Network reporter Bucky Brooks was impressed by the team's first preseason win.
I just love the energy and enthusiasm that this team plays with. Also, this energy and electricity around the team where they feel like they're going to be a really, really good team.
At your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguar update, I'm Sam Nelson.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Now the cool down with Donovan Air, Electric and Plumbing. Keeping Jack's cool since 87.
One of the great staples of 1010XL 92.5 AM is Tuesdays with Logs here on Jaguars Today, which is upcoming. And speaking of cooling down, I asked him because he is has a lot of clout with the organization of the Jacksonville Jaguars, and what he says matters. And so I've asked him if he could make sure that we have some AC in the press box on Saturday night. Not that I'm soft, I admit it. I'm not like the fans who sit out there in that brutal soup. I needed some cool air, and I didn't get much of that on Saturday.
Okay.
And
so you're cooling down. You're not even right now. You're just already looking ahead.
I'm looking ahead. And this week, by the way.
Well, I'll go ahead and request tomorrow morning then, if that's what we're doing.
That's fine.
Going to guarantee some.
This week, I'm going down there, and I'm presumably going to watch.
Did you think about taking your shirt off?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I did think about
taking it. That'd have been bad. I'm glad you didn't.
Why would it be bad?
Because no one wants to see your shirtless, hairy,
big hairy bear,
aged body.
Aged is appropriate.
Yeah. See what
arms,
I did?
Old man arms.
For sure. Yeah, it happens. Huh?
Yeah.
I'm cooling down.
That's what I'm cooling down
I had to
about.
cool down on what you kind of gave me late. I mean, there's a lot to cool down on, but this is Mike Greenberg. I mean, somebody needs to grab that guy by the beard and just rub his cheek on a cheese grater for a little bit. This dude has unleashed the worst take that I'm going to double down on you. It's maybe the worst take I've ever heard.
By
somebody who's that platformed. But I got Greenberg telling me that Steph Curry's shot against, I would tell you all about it, but I don't remember it. It was nothing special.
Most impactful shot in the history of the game.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
In a 9-point game, it's ridiculous. It's not in the top 1,000 of memorable basketball shots. So I'd go there.
I would correct you. I would say correct.
We've had a couple of people who had even worse or just as bad as you when it came to making their picks.
What do you mean? What picks?
You said you picked the Mets over the Yankees when you were a kid.
Oh, yeah.
We've had some other here. I picked
Teams.
the Orlando Magic over the Heat. Shake my head.
Yeah.
That was a bad one.
I feel for you,
right?
brother. Yeah.
My dad was a diehard Yankee fan, so I chose the Mariners because of Griffey. That hasn't lasted.
My dad was a football guy. He didn't care a lick about baseball, so I can't blame it. Like, I've passed this on to my sons, this curse that they will live with now. But I had an open choice. My dad didn't care. My dad took me to Shea Stadium and Yankee Stadium as a kid.
Yeah. You just decided.
I made the decision.
Ooh, yeah, you're dumb.
Yeah.
I mean, even then, although in the 70s, the Mets were better is what you did. You went with the better team. You front ran, and it cost you.
Tom Seaver.
Yeah, and the Yankees at that time was like the one lull in the franchise history. They weren't very good, were they?
Well, you can say
when you made your decision, they weren't any good.
Well, they were about the same, quite honestly.
Well, the Mets were winning World Series. What do you mean
the Mets won
same?
in 69. I don't remember that.
Well, then again in the early 70s.
They went to the World Series in
they lost that
73, and they were 82 and 80 to win the division.
Yeah.
That was
the Yankees.
pure luck.
And then by the mid-70s, the Yankees
had Horace Clarke and Bobby Mercer. And
when you chose. I'm talking about when you chose.
That's when I chose.
Okay.
They had Roy White, and they won a bunch of championships in the 60s.
Okay.
So I disagree with you because I refuse to allow you to call me a front runner. I think I made a choice based as a fan.
Well, it wasn't as obvious a choice like for much of the history of baseball,
Yes.
that choice is super obvious. I'm just saying, with you coming along in the late 60s, it's about the closest,
Yes.
that those two teams would be. And again, that's my memory. I'm not a Yankee historian. I just know that they've done, most of their damage in other time periods.
You could argue that New York the Mets had the most recognizable star, my guy Tom Seaver. So at that time,
Willie Mays later.
Well, yeah, but he was 42. I get it. I mean, he was at the end of his career.
Did he not start in the World Series for you?
Him and Don, our center fielder was Don Hahn. I mean, we had no business being in the World Series.
Never heard of him.
You know, never heard
Don
of Don
Hahn. I don't remember Don Hahn.
H-A-H-N.
I remember Don Ho.
No,
It was a fantastic TV show.
Yeah. Billy Ho's cousin.
The Don Ho, man. Gosh, entertainment has changed. The standard of entertainment has changed.
Oh,
like Don Ho wouldn't fly today. Wouldn't be interesting enough.
You want to talk about wouldn't fly?
Uh-huh.
I was perusing through social media last night. I can't. I'm almost.
I think I know where you're going. I saw something that there's like
Chevy
no way
Chase
you do it
and
today.
Richard Pryor on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah. I don't. What's the point of that?
Oh my God!
It's really advanced the whole thing, didn't it? Yeah. That's the SNL that preaches at you every week. By the way, same one.
Yeah.
It's the same one.
I mean, it was.
I don't know what you're trying to prove there. I don't know.
They were playing, just so people know, and I'm not going to repeat
word-
any of it.
a word association, yeah.
So Chevy Chase, I'm going to give you a word.
Yeah.
And then Richard Pryor, you tell me what you
and
think
he
of.
starts dropping.
And it turned into a black-white thing.
And it started turning into like Slurville.
Oh my gosh.
We went to Slurville.
That's Saturday Night Live.
Yeah,
on
at
television.
the same SNL, by the way, that'll tell you just how morally corrupt you are.
Or we could go to Sanford and Son and Red.
That was more in line
Fox
with like
let it fly.
that was more in line of I think the time and the culture. What they did on Saturday Night Live was intentionally race baiting. I didn't understand it. I've seen that before though.
Well, without further ado, I'd like to present New York City headlines. I know it's Jeff Lageman's favorite segment of the program.
Perfect. New York City
he
headlines
listens intently. It takes him back to his days when he was, a young strapping defensive end for the New York Football Jets.
Lageman quote of all time, my favorite locker room quote of all time. This is early. It's back in the mid-'90s. They're getting ready to go to training camp. One of the guys, I think it was one of the guys asked Fox a question about going back to New York or something. Lageman looks at me. I'm not doing this shock radio bleep. That was it. Interview over. You remember that one? You know, too many. He's so surly. He can't remember them all.
He was great.
He'd have a long list if he's going to keep up with that.
We've had some. There have been. One day we'll do.
What is this shock radio bleep bleep?
One day we won't name. We will have to name names and tell the great moments in the Jaguar locker room.
Oh yeah, there's been a bunch.
There have been a lot of them.
Yeah.
Everybody likes to go. Well, Prisco almost got. There are so many more better ones.
Oh gosh.
I'm talking about dudes who were under the influence in the locker room.
It's happened.
I'm talking about threats being made by
That also
players
has
to
happened.
media.
Sure.
I'm telling you, there have been, and this is just little old Jacksonville.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
Media on media threats of.
We had media on media fights.
Yeah, we had one guy involved more than one of those.
Yeah. Yeah. We've had some great moments.
We're a mess here in Jacksonville. Let's hit there you go.
There we
Gibby's
go.
like, I don't have time for this nonsense.
Here's
Move
one.
on, boomers.
Over and Munn. Aaron Rodgers' epic family feud revealed, and it wasn't all Olivia Munn's fault.
I don't even remember them being together. That's how fast the leaves change.
Well, you once lost a bet because you thought he was going to get married to a
No, to
starlet.
Shailene. That was the Woodley, wasn't it? That's how I lost it.
Disney Channel star arrested for domestic battery after fight with boyfriend.
There's one sure sign that you're going to head down the criminal path, and that's be on that Disney network when you're a kid, man.
that's
It's
trouble.
unbelievable.
Traveler reveals she was banned for life by American Airlines for something she didn't do. Quote, I am literally a lesbian. I just read them. I just read them.
Yeah, I don't know where to go. I can't.
These are New
I don't know
York
where to
City
go with
headlines.
that. I don't. Maybe she used the lesbian bathroom. I didn't know there was such a thing. Is it different?
4,000-year-old Babylonian tablets finally deciphered to reveal alarming predictions.
Born in Arizona, moved to Babylonia, King Tut. That's just all I could think of.
Breaking point, killer mom serving life sentence for drowning her two kids keeps getting ghosted by jailhouse suitors.
Your mom's killer.
Julianne Hough reveals why she split from Ryan Seacrest. I overcompensated.
I realized he wasn't a person. He's an android.
A different world, why this New Jersey county may hold the secret to a long, healthy life.
They wash their hands? I don't. I'm going to the melting pot of health of mid-state New Jersey to get the secret of A long, healthy life?
Meghan Markle plans to dish on royal struggles in explosive tell-all memoir.
If I had to list my interest in the royal family, it would be concave, not convex.
50-year-old Italian sprinter to become first transgender Paralympian.
Well, good for him. Her. Them.
Breaking Bad Australian accused of getting 0 points on purpose in Olympic controversy.
Who did what now?
Breaking Bad.
Or is that talk? No, that little. She tried. That was what she did. That's what she brought. Man, the Olympic. Can you imagine what the Olympic trials in Australia look like? I mean, that's what you came up with. What must the Olympic trials have been like, kid?
Kiss and Smell ex-Tao hostess busted for flinging feces in a New York City's hotspot koi pond sports juicy outfit to court.
Only in New York, man. There's a
That
lot.
may be an all-timer.
That's a lot to unpack.
I'm going to reread that. Kiss and Smell. Ex-Tao hostess busted for flinging feces in the New York hotspot's koi pond sports juicy outfit to court.
Like, where... Like, her feet, like, there's questions there.
There's a lot of questions.
I understand. She's a hostess in this place. She used to work there. She put feces in their own koi pond. They arrested her, sent her to court. She showed up, what, juicy, you said?
Moms know best. Moms rally to try to teach orangutan how to breastfeed in magic, heartwarming efforts.
I think if you have to teach them, it's not going to work. That's heartwarming. That's what's heartwarming these days. Who taught who now? Give me that one more time. Who taught what?
Just read
No,
it.
just read it again. I'm not asking for details. Read this headline again. Everyone, open your ears. What did you just say?
Moms know best. Moms rally to try to teach orangutan,
like human moms,
how to breastfeed in magic, heartwarming moment.
God, people are so off the chain, man. Of all of the issues in life where you need to pitch in and help, a group of moms has gone down to the zoo to teach Barbara the baboon how to breastfeed. And do you know the only way to teach someone how to breastfeed their animals, right? You're not drawing a chart, Dan. Huh?
No, she showed.
Madge, what are you doing?
Now, the 2-minute drill brought to you by Injury Care Centers. Discover BioTarget Regenerative Therapy, a safer drug-free solution for lasting pain relief. Visit GoBioTarget.com.
Bet you never thought you'd follow that.
Lord.
I didn't know Jeff could make himself laugh that much. That's pretty good. Hey, look at that picture. Dan. What does that remind you of?
This has been building in 4 minutes.
That's our break dancer.
Right, but what does it remind you of?
I don't know what.
It reminds me of the dad in Step Brothers.
Oh, yeah.
When he wanted to be the dinosaur.
100%.
Growing up.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
I don't know what that
very
was.
good.
That had to be a prank. They say it's real.
They say it's real.
She's like studies some like cultural anthropology or something of whatever.
I'll go back to my question. What must the trials have looked
There
like?
must not have been. Like, who wants
They
to
just
do
sent her?
breakdancing at the Olympics? I'll go. I mean, what else could it be?
We really should have. We missed her. Although America probably had 80 grand trying to make
Honestly,
it.
I was actually looking forward to it because if you go back to like our era coming up, you had all those breakdancing movies, right?
Oh, for sure. The 80s
I feel
were there.
like we've regressed. Like they got much worse. Like, you know, put some.
The only problem with breakdancing all along was it's just not sanitary. I mean, you can't be off at a club and then you're on the floor. Just, never made sense. In a competitive scenario, yeah, but.
What you got coming up? I see Logs is in the house.
Yeah, check the tape Tuesday.
Oh, wow.
Volume
We're back.
1.
Okay, because you can find out, like, I saw a report the other day that said the Edmonds kid was the best player on the field.
Look, I thought he played very well. At least he stood out with the big hits.
I saw his
forced two
daddy.
fumbles.
I saw his daddy at the game.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, remember the Dolphins
A
tight
big
end?
man.
Farrell Edmonds? He was a Pro Bowler.
I didn't know that was his dad.
Yeah. Yeah, he was down there. I knew that was him. I mean, I think that guy, honestly, Mike, and you can ask Logs as he would know more, but I kind of feel like that guy was the first, like, gigantic athlete to play tight end. Like, they were like, oh, my God, who is this guy? And he made 2 Pro Bowls. Now, he made it catching 40 balls back then. It wasn't like it was today. But nonetheless, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I did not realize that.
Well,
have a little lineage.
Have a great show. I'll
Thank
let you get to it. Logs is here. Mike, Tony, it's Jaguars Today, and it's coming up at the top of the hour. Our work is done.
It's been a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. We will see you tomorrow morning.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
It seems to me that what you folks need is a hero.
Yeah?
I happen to be a hero.
And who are you? 1010XL.
We need a professional hero, not an amateur.
Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. And I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Hey gang, Hicken here for Zero Res. Man, it is hot outside this time of the year. Many of us are staying inside or going to the pool. Well, my friends at Zero Res are also heating things up. As you know, Zero Res does a great job of cleaning carpets and rugs. But they also clean luxury vinyl planking, tile and grout, fine stone and hardwood floors. And right now, the hottest price of the year, 25% off all hardwood cleaning. That's 25% off tile, LVP, fine stone, and hardwood floors. Zero Res, man. Spell it forward. Zero Res, spell it backward. It's the right way to clean.
Zero Res.
Divorce.